And it looks like we are live here at TME Studios in Los Barrilas.
Looks like, or are we live? Is the question.
Yeah, no, I think we're live. We'll find out here in just a second when the chat starts going off and we find out if you guys can hear us. We're going to be a little bit dark a bit until the last little bit of light goes off the wall.
Side face.
And then we should be good. Yes.
As
Chuck
you guys
rushing in
can
at the
tell,
end.
we're minute just coming in and everything.
We're properly social.
Yeah, how's everybody doing? Where are you in the world?
I'm over here, Paul.
Yeah.
It's good. It's great.
Awesome, awesome.
The weather is awesome.
It is. I mean, really, it is perfect weather. It's not hot. It's
Oh,
not
the
cold
weather
right now. It's
is
perfect
awesome.
weather.
You know, if Tom was here, he would be like, now this is the perfect temperature.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you guys hear us all right?
Okay, so
Belafato's in Gettysburg. We
it
got Collins
says
from the
we see
UK. We got George and everybody.
I think Belafato's
We've
starting
got
his.
Angela, Nancy, and
I
Dennis.
think Belafato's starting his first his YouTube channel or Facebook something because he's just posting like crazy
Yeah?
all day.
Belafato's going to be the next YouTuber. Bring it.
I think
Come on,
so.
dude.
He's like,
Karen Smith, and Karen and Lou, and Brian Wright, and Nancy McIntyre, and all the good people are here. Karen Smith,
really, you're trying
Dennis
to mention
Bierman.
everybody?
I'm gonna do a Laura. I'm gonna mention everybody. Randy and Deb are here. The picture's not so good. Yeah, the picture's probably, as in it's a little dark. That's gonna go away when this. Where is it here? When this over here, this light goes away, then we'll probably brighten up a little bit.
No, it's like that. You can't really make out anybody's face. It's just all blocky.
Oh, because of the speed.
The internet.
The internet, yeah, the internet sucks here.
Yeah, it's very.
Well, what I can do, I wonder if I drop the resolution down, if that'll be better. Let me see if I do that.
Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah.
We didn't even realize that the last Saturday was going to be on Halloween. So I'm sure like a lot of you adults are going out trick-or-treating.
We'd have dressed up.
I know. I was trying to find something in my closet or somewhere that I can put on. Nothing. I mean, I have nothing really like Halloween-y enough.
I could have put something
all.
from your closet on. That would have been Halloween.
Oh, see, that works. But if I do the opposite, it doesn't really quite work.
Right.
But this morning we went snorkeling, guys. Amazing snorkeling. We saw so many things, including spotted rays and just like a little like reef fish. It was just so beautiful. And when we came back, we sat here by the wall, the one that you can see behind us, overlooking the ocean, having our coffee. And I guess there was this group of paddleboarders, all dressed like witches, going out to paddleboard. So some people still doing their Halloween stuff. So
The
it's pretty
What's
cool.
Up LB.
Yeah. Did that seem to improve the picture at all, or is it still
No,
the same?
my connection just totally died, so I can't even tell.
Uh-oh. Yep.
So we're going blind.
We're
right
getting
now.
from everybody that we're getting really bad picture. We are lucky to have internet here in Los Barrilas, but the internet works just enough for checking email and doing that sort of stuff. Not so great for streaming. Every now and then it streams fine, and every now and then it works great. But right now we are at dinner time, so it's probably everybody's at home watching TV and streaming stuff. So the picture is going to be not so good.
Debbie Snowden says that she's wearing her beaver costume that she wore at the RV thing.
Oh, jeez, that is awesome.
That was such a cozy costume. I remember. So, wow, it's like good day from Western Australia. That's awesome. One.
Hey, Australia.
What time is there? He's like, yeah, be free out there. I use tomorrow. Time travel to tomorrow.
Brian the Fly in Hawaiian. He says wipe the lens. It's not the lens. I'm pretty sure it's the.
He said Vaseline.
Yeah, Vaseline. He did say that. So here we'll wipe the lens, but I don't think there's anything on there.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Salt
gonna see
spray.
anything.
Getting better? No.
Oh yeah, much better.
Again, our reception is not great, so it's gonna look all like.
Yeah.
Oh man, definitely less pixels.
No.
Just kidding.
Yes. That fixed all the pixels, wiping the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, all the pixels went black, so it was great.
Trent K says parents wanted me to tell you hi from Los Barrilas. He's like, Trent K. Who are your parents?
Hey, Trent, who are your parents? Yeah, tell them to come
Yeah.
on over.
It's like, I know I didn't even really touch base with really anybody to tell them to come down, but
Yeah, there's a few peeps here in Los Barrilas. So as you can see, for those of you who are in snow-ridden areas, we're sorry, but we're not having that issue here.
and let me
My
well
ice is melting.
Yes, it is.
while you guys actually talk, I'm gonna open my bottle of wine. This one was given to me, super cool looking. It's called Thumbprint Cellars, and this is actually 2013 threesome. That's how it's called.
Oh wow!
So
All right. Maybe if I held my phone way up high, then it would be then it would pick up better. And I mean way up high, like 30, 40 feet.
So yeah, Cynthia was asking about the weather here. How is the weather here? I mean, it's just nice.
It's terrible. You guys should avoid this place
I have
at
to
all
say,
costs.
Now it's
Nice. Yes.
Because when we got here, it was so hot that we were going every morning, every afternoon, and every evening to the ocean just to refresh. But
The last 3 or 4 days have been absolutely spectacular.
and AC here is not amazing. Not AC, I guess. It's,
Electricity.
Electricity is not amazing here, so we can only put one AC. Sometimes it's not working properly for the same reason that voltage is all over the place. So yeah, it has been a few weeks of struggling, definitely.
Yeah, and you can see, of course, we've got Chuck back here, we've got Kevin over there, and I think you can see Laura's shoulder right there. Yeah, you can see. There you go. She's seeing her waving just off camera. So the gang's all here, and Cynthia's asking how Ozzy is doing in Mexico. He's struggling.
Yeah, he looks like
he's really struggling with his Spanish.
He's right now, as we speak, he's literally outside. He was hanging out. He was laying down.
Talking about him, he's going back.
I know. Now he's running inside.
Ozzy.
He's not gonna come all the way
No,
here,
he's not going to
babe.
come all the way out here. Ozzy's doing good because he gets to spend a lot of time outdoors here, as long as there's no dogs around. As we've mentioned before here, dogs are allowed to run around off leash and tend to do that all the time. So it's it's one of those things. The Diaz family from Orlando is in the house. Hey guys, what's happening? Elizabeth and the gang.
So what are you guys doing for Halloween? Did anything? Are you gonna do something besides obviously joining us here? It's like, I'm curious about it because a lot of things have been canceled obviously during COVID times, and I thought like this will be done by now, but no, we're still with it. Here tomorrow, the next day is Dia de Muertos, Day of the Dead here in Mexico, and I was so excited that we're spending it here in Mexico so we could actually go and see stuff. And I've been like on full research today and asking people questions and everything is canceled. So
All the Dia de Muertos stuff in San Jose del Cabo is canceled.
San Jose, I cannot get into reply, and nothing's posted. Just like something that they posted since February or March that it was gonna happen, but who knows if it's gonna happen.
right.
But I guess the cool festivities around here, Dia de Muertos, is Todos Santos. I guess they go big or go home, and I touched base with them, and they told me not this year. It's like, so they only have a community altar that is the offering, and that's about it.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Stuff happens, and you got to deal with it. So
you still got your pan muertos.
yeah, you got your pan muertos.
Today I've been hunting for it, and I have not been able to find it anywhere. This it's a bread, a specific, not kind, but more like the shape of the bread is Day of the Dead bread, and the top looks like if it was bones. You can Google it, probably Pan de Muertos. And today, for the first time, and we saw it posted on one of the Facebook groups, it's like, come and get your Pan de Muerto with coffee or chai tea, and we went over there. So I got mine, so I'm good to go. It's like now I'm good.
Now you're good?
Now I'm good.
You don't need anything else now that we're here?
No. For now.
Oh, okay.
For
All
now.
right. I thought
Come on,
maybe
Paul.
you're just good now. You're good. You didn't need anything else. That's awesome. The Bellafato said they were looking for ghosts in Gettysburg last night, but nothing.
Oh, really?
Nothing. Yeah, it's the wrong night, dude. You got to do it tonight.
I see you guys are not dressed up. What's up with that? It's like,
How do you see they're not dressed up?
because I follow them on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I'm that nosy neighbor.
How come you're not dressed up? It's Halloween night.
We just went through that.
Oh.
I have nothing in my closet.
Oh, come on now.
She's dressed up as a YouTube star.
You could have.
Ah,
I'll give you some kite gear, and you can dress up as a kiteboarder. I've been doing that.
I dressed
Dressing
up
up
as a
was one.
beach bum.
Yeah, you
I'm a
just
beach
didn't do it
bum,
today.
so
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Beach bum, and there you go.
beach bomb, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not realistic. What is the movie Beach Bum actually, where he has like the crazy hair and all the sloppy shirts
Well,
and
that's
all
me.
stuff?
I'm dressed up as a digital nomad.
Oh, okay, there you go. Awesome,
Again this
awesome.
year.
Yeah, again.
So it has been really good. We've been down here now 2 weeks in this one particular spot. It's been great so far. Our initial plan was to be here until November 12th, and that's been extended just a tiny bit. We'll be back before the caravan is to come back down. We know that. That's
Or
what
will
we
we?
know. Oh yes, or will
It's
we?
a question. Oh, I just want to say, just quick, awesome one that they're in Australia said Halloween was so yesterday for us. We're in November now.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's
funny.
right.
8 call-ins in England, nothing for Halloween due to COVID rules and regulations. I totally agree. And Brian Wright says we're putting a bucket of candy at the bottom of the stairs, first come, first serve. See, people are still trying to do a little bit of something and still trying to be like social distance.
Kevin's brother built a candy chute.
Yeah.
So like a slide, right? That goes out the front of the
it's
house.
basically a PVC pipe, and it goes out of the house down to the kids. So when they say trick or treat, shoots and it's got it all lit up and everything. It's
Very
pretty
cool.
awesome.
That's so
We should
cool.
do a candy cannon, like a potato cannon.
Or like they do at the sporting events
Yeah,
where they
the
shoot their
t-shirts.
shirts.
A
The
t-shirt,
shirts.
Yeah.
except you're firing Hershey bars and stuff.
I bet
Nobody-
the
nothing
kids will
can
get a
happen there.
kick out of it.
Imagine getting hit with a
Yeah.
Jolly Rancher, just like that would hurt.
Slamming them as they're coming up.
Bunch of them like a shotgun.
A Jolly Rancher machine gun, and as the kids are coming up, getting the kids in the front yard.
Oh my God. Seeking Serenity is asking, how are your Mexico training classes going? We did last Wednesday Spanish.
Was our first Spanish 101, yeah.
Spanish 101. What's the first thing you learn in any language? The bad words. We went
Yeah.
through all of them.
You didn't teach any bad words. We got to go through those. So like if you get cut off on the freeway by the cars, or
You can say, or if somebody's honking on you,
yeah, you got to
can
tell
tell
them.
them to go over you.
Yeah,
Pásame.
pásame,
Bríncame.
bíncame. So yeah, she's got to go through that class yet. If a near miss of a cow, like a road vaca walks up and you just miss it, you got to tell them what to say when that happens. All that good stuff. We haven't done any of that yet.
Moving the Mark says Kevin is in custom. Billy Gibbons.
I don't know who the hell.
Billy
I don't
Gibbons.
I don't know. Who that is.
That would be ZZ Top. Yes.
Now I know who that is.
Come on, they're too young for that, George.
Oh. And by the way, today, you know who died?
The other day.
What? Who died today?
Sean Connery.
Oh,
No
I saw
way.
that.
Really? Fake news.
James Bond.
No way. Did he
died
really?
Today.
Yeah.
Did you Snopes that?
He was 90. So.
Was he? Oh yeah, he's probably. So
I was good.
Chuck's getting close.
Getting there. Watch
Chuck's
it.
getting close. Oh, poor Sean Connery, the late great Sean Connery. Raise Dr. Pepper to you. Raise a Dr. Pepper to you, mate.
Oh, they said put candy in your pepper ball gun.
Yeah, that thing would
Oh,
fire
my God.
the mothballs, those chocolate
Talking
mothballs.
about hurting somebody.
Yeah.
Like that.
Whoppers.
Yeah, Whoppers.
that
Put
would
Whoppers in there. They're about the same size.
That would hurt.
Open your mouth, kid. Bop, 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 bop.
Not cool. Not cool. Mark Oliver, low of 3 Fahrenheit in North Pole. No trick or treating. I bet. 3 degrees Fahrenheit. I will not go out, definitely. It's like, I saw that we have some friends in Talkeetna and they were going out trick and treating. They said it's one of the coldest Halloweens they had in a very long time. So I guess, yeah.
So Kevin Lou says picture quality is like slow scan TV on Hamband.
Yeah.
He said, you know what that is. I don't know
Oh,
what he's
yeah.
talking about. Yeah, the it's internet in Mexico,
Yeah.
guys.
And for people
Now-
coming down.
Now,
get
I
this-
will say, if we were about 10 miles north of here, in the middle of nowhere on the side of that mountain, internet rocks up there. Internet rocks. We went up there the other day on the side by side, and Kevin pulled it up, and it was like crazy good. So we should have driven up into the middle of nowhere and did this.
It's apparently where all the rich gringos live.
Well, I think you're so high up that you can hit every cell tower within
And
100
we
miles of
Chuck-
here.
Hour.
I'm with Chuck. We're close to Gringo Hill.
Yes, there
So
is
it's
a development up there called Gringo Hill where all the Americans live, and
The
yeah,
big ass houses.
so they
are,
have great
and
cell and internet.
internet is amazing.
Yeah, so yeah, we could have went up there and done it, but down here it's not so fast.
Yeah, Killer Epifanio is actually in Tonto National Forest near Payson, Arizona. So in the mid 70s today. Nice.
Mid 70s isn't
I
bad.
don't know. What's the temperature here right now? Low 80s right now? Mid 80s?
It depends on which app you use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say right now we are high 70s, is what I would say.
Wendy says 81.
Windy says 81, so there you go.
That's probably pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah. And
it's perfect for me.
Brian asked if we're running on a hotspot. Right now we're running on my phone. The hotspot didn't have anything for us, so I switched over to my phone. So we're actually running on a phone. So if we go blank tonight, we'll be done. That'll be it, because I don't know how much data is still left on my phone. I have no clue. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just gambling.
we're gambling tonight. 80s in Vegas. Bob Jensen in the house. So
And-
80s there, I would expect that's fairly cool for there.
I was just gonna say about like being here in Los Barrilas. We arrived 2 weeks ago ish,
Right.
ish,
Gonna have-
2.5, and it has just gone by so fast, like so fast. And when we got here, it was still extremely sleepy. Almost nobody, all the people, all you expats coming here. Obviously, Canadians, a lot of you cannot still cross
No Canadienses.
unless you fly.
Yes,
that's
you
a
can fly
caveat
down
unless
here.
you fly. But a lot of your Americans already arriving and all that kind of stuff. So today that we went out for my Panda Muerto, there was a lot of people
Yeah,
out.
there was a
and
lot more
of
activity
hustle and
today.
bustling.
There's nobody on the beach right now, though.
Yeah.
No, that has been the last few days. Even we're mentioning last
Looks like they
night.
put a TV
Last
up
night
over
was
Del
so
Becco.
quiet,
I
and
think
it's
that was there
just
before.
so beautiful with the full moon. It's full moon tonight, right?
Yeah, tonight will be full moon, so it'll be absolutely beautiful out here. We've been sitting out. This has kind of been our spot at night. We come out and sit out and just watch the ocean, stare out at the ocean. We're waiting for that first whale jump. We're getting
Oh.
close to season.
You were not here. You were working, but we mentioned about whoever spots the first whale, and other person in the group confirms that is not from the same household.
Uh-huh.
It's like we will buy that person dinner in their preferred location to up to probably $20 a plate.
So if Chuck, wait a minute. So that's not fair. If Chuck sees a whale and then he confirms it, then
No,
that
somebody
doesn't
that
count.
is
Has to have
not-
one of us.
not
So
from
she
their
can't-
That's what I'm saying.
household.
That's not
Yours.
fair. That he can't confirm.
Kevin already tried this, so you know that as soon as she said it, he was trying.
So yeah. So let's see like who spots the first whale.
Yes, we will see that. Now, I will say that snorkeling out here has been insane. It's been
So
so good. Literally right off the shore between here and what is the turtle hatchery. The snorkeling has been awesome. We've seen an octopus. Today we saw two spotted rays. We've seen lobster. We've seen all different
A
kinds of
lot
fish, eels.
colorful fish. It's like it's just beautiful.
What are those little things? The sergeant majors. And then I saw a little sergeant major today that like the size of my pinky finger. They were pinky nail. They were awesome.
It's so cute.
They were out near
And-
the scary drop off.
They were corporal sergeants.
And some of us have gone when they have done the releases of the little trolls. We have gone way out there just to see them swimming by us, like in the ocean
Yes,
too.
and I would show some of that footage in an upcoming video, but I don't know where that is.
Well, you'll have to do it again.
Oh, it said he lost,
lost
a
it.
lot of footage with a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I lost a bunch of stuff out of my GoPro. The snorkeling in Playa Santa Spac, and then the snorkeling here with the baby turtles.
Oh well, we're gonna have to do
Can't find it.
them again.
This
Yeah.
one you can replace.
Yeah.
I don't have mine either. So
Oh, really?
from Santa Spec, yeah, that card was bad. So
Oh, really?
no.
Maybe it's
So Laura and Kevin lost all their footage from Santa Spac too, and there was some great snorkeling there
all
too.
the water
So
footage
pretty
was-
crazy.
Yeah, we paddled to an island, and in that little island, we went snorkeling, and yeah, it was pretty cool. But there was very big angelfish, right? Remember? It was like super cool.
Tom and Faye say, where on the horizon will the blue moon be? Will it be behind you? We may be able to catch it. It's going to be right
Yeah.
over.
I think No, it
Kevin's
might be a
shoulders.
little
So
bit
what
off
happens is, it's like out there.
Somewhere there.
See
Not-
that?
not
see
necessarily
that
up
Not
there.
so much over
It's
that
not
way,
gonna rise up here.
or up
It's
in
gonna
there,
rise out there.
In the
or over in
darker
that
blue.
way. But back
Yeah.
that way somewhere.
I would say back towards the edge of the earth.
Are you guys
Yeah.
being a pain in the butt?
And I will tell you guys that we switched time zones last week,
And y'all were
While we
switching
were
time
here.
zones.
and now we're switching time zones again this week. We went from Mountain Time Zone to Pacific Time Zone here, and we didn't move. And then this Sunday, when you guys all switch times, we won't be switching times, so we will actually
Right.
switch time zones again. It's been chaos.
Yeah, we don't know if we're coming or going.
Yeah, we don't know what's
Okay.
going on.
Well, Brian Wright says Deb and him, they were in court 2 days ago. It was 85. And they're in Sinclair. I would say it's like stop talking politics. It's a non-politics kind of like hangout. So please no
Who's that?
politics. It's like Daryl.
Yeah, no talking politics, guys.
It's like we are so close to be done
Yeah.
with all of this.
Yeah, I
So-
don't wanna
so
hear it.
close.
I could care less.
Chris Belafato, Kevin is looking good. Working out hard. He is every morning. It's like- at least that's what he says. We don't see him really.
We can hear him.
You
We're
sure?
not sure what he's doing.
I just grunt out the window.
Yeah, see, Brian Wright changed clocks tonight. We changed clocks last week, so we don't change tonight.
Yeah,
here.
Mexico
Time zones
does
tonight.
it in the different.
Does it a
yeah,
week
different
ahead of time, so that's why the whole
exception-
change.
You know, the exception is the border cities.
The border cities
They
change
change
with the U.S.
because
Whatever,
they have so much manufacturing, so much
Right.
stuff from the U.S. that they are insane,
Right.
basically.
Bob Jensen dropping some facts on us here. First full moon on Halloween since 1944.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, let's make sure to appreciate it.
Just remember that. For
George, don't even start. George is like, politics? Did someone say? Don't even start, George. Don't even start.
RV wondering. Tom says, "I thought of running the border, but they get me when I sell for diesel." So it's like, sorry. You can still fly here. You can get a casita.
Yeah,
It's
fly
like-
in, get a casita.
Yeah.
We know a great up and coming real estate agent.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Put
start
your
some
RV on a
real estate.
barge and bring it down.
Okay, so
Oh,
RV
maybe
wandering.
why.
Tom and Faye are asking, what does Chuck think of Baja?
I love Baja.
Yeah?
I was very disappointed when I found out we were staying here an extra couple of months.
Yeah, it was. Paul goes, "All right, everybody, team meeting in 5 minutes." We all come
We're
out. We
making
sit
what?
around the table. He goes, "So, Lorian wants to go and see her mom. What do you guys think about leaving? You know, at the end of December?" We're like, "Okay, yeah, cool." He goes, "Well, that was easy. All right, meeting adjourned."
Yeah.
And that was it.
It took about 5 minutes to convince them all to stay an extra month and a half, 2 months. So yes, it's looking right now like December 28th or 29th. We're leaving here. So we're going to leave here then, get into Quartzsite around the middle of January, and then we'll leave there the end of January to come back down here. So that's the plan.
We just live in Mexico just for a little bit.
Yeah, we're just leaving to come and get you guys, and that's it. Or whoever's coming on the caravan anyways. We're just going up.
Canadians were crossing our
Yeah.
fingers so they opened the border.
Yes, keeping them crossed. I don't know if you guys have heard anything else. I know right now it's November 21st. They're going to look at it again, right?
Yes, it's every 21st. It's every
like a
21st,
moonrise or
yeah.
something.
And they seem to sometimes even release a little bit even before that. Like they can like know before that if it's gonna happen or not. It's just weird.
Oh yeah, I don't know how many of you guys saw it the other night. We got to see a turtle laying eggs. Like it's literally right here behind the RVs. It's crazy. I
In front.
cannot
in front,
believe
behind
in
us,
front of the
other-
RVs. Yes,
It's 100
the RVs
feet or
are
less.
that way and we're this way. So yeah,
behind us.
yeah, it was very very cool.
And it was just total coincidence they happened to be right in front of us. Otherwise, we would have never seen it.
And there's a good chance we'll see them hatch because they hatch in 6 weeks. or
Yeah,
so.
in 45 to 60 days it will hatch. So probably we're gonna have our baby trolls right here. Like we're gonna claim it as ours. So
We're gonna name
A
they're,
little bit
they're
to see if
ours.
it
We're
would
gonna name them.
brighten
Check
up
out.
a little bit.
The 100 of them.
That's
It's
right.
like we're gonna name
Gonna come
them
up with
all.
100 names.
If you have any baby troll name, just post it. We will name one of the trolls that way. It's like just
We're-
not funny, crazy thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna name baby turtles.
Yeah, our next.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna be our baby trolls, so
All right.
we're gonna name them all.
Cool. Cool. Awesome. There you go. We have Laura's now in the
Oh my God!
now in
Did
the
you
video.
Hear this?
what?
He goes, "We can name the first 95 of them fish food."
Oh man.
Who said that?
Boo.
It is harsh, but it's true.
Yeah.
All
It
of them
is harsh.
survive. We just don't know which ones make it.
Did anyone put a fence around the nest? Oh, come on now.
It has
Of course we did.
stones, and it has
the best
sticks.
looking one.
Yeah, it's the best looking turtle nest fence on the entire beach. We didn't have caution tape though, or we would have had caution tape too.
Oh, if we had that tape, it would be all over the place. Like, do not cross
That
this.
turtle was hardly back in the water before that thing was marked up.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It's really cool.
Yeah, we already had stones and sticks
Yeah.
already gathered, waiting on the turtle.
Yeah,
to leave.
we were waiting for her to head on out, and we immediately set up a barrier. So yes, it's all good.
It's like, see, you go in the ocean, we'll take care of them. Don't worry about them.
Brian says, if we name the turtles, you're stuck paying child support for 18 years.
Ooh.
I think turtles they live a lot longer than that. So I don't know. Maybe they're kids for 40. That'd be crazy.
Oh.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
What?
Ozzy's back out.
I know, it's just back out. Like, it's funny because he doesn't come out. The door is wide open. But if we're inside, he's not coming out. He's like, we're all hanging in here.
Seeking Serenity.
Right.
David says, I'm assuming this is David. How did you know it was a her? Okay, David, we're going to have to sit you down and have a little talk about the birds and the bees and how eggs and stuff work. That's pretty funny, dude.
Maybe the male turtles lay eggs. I don't know.
I know there's male species that protect the eggs after the female lays them,
Right.
but I don't think there's any there
But not
where,
here.
yeah, I don't think that happens. Although we did watch a weird episode on
Seahorses do something weird.
seahorses are one of the weird ones. Yes. And we watched a Blacklist the other day that was pretty interesting. That was very similar to that. So if you guys are into Blacklist, you'll know what I'm talking about.
So Brian Wright is asking, can you explain how to get the webinars? Where are they? You're talking about the Baja webinars, or you're talking about just coming in here because you did great. If
You
it's
should have just got an email about that, Brian. So it's in your email somewhere. And if you're not getting your email, you want to check your spam folder and then whitelist those emails, mark them as safe so that you get those. But basically, just if you log in and go to the members area on the Adventure Nation Caravans website, then just click on Baja Webinars. There's a little menu there for you to click on, and it'll be right there. But you should have gotten an email about that. And if you didn't get that email, check your spam folder. It's got to be there somewhere.
And if you're in the Caravan, sign up on Facebook. Go to Facebook. We have a Facebook group with the people going to the Caravan, and we post there like some things, pictures, webinars, questions, all this kind of stuff.
I'm gonna let. Well, no, Chuck actually speaks a little bit of Spanish, but Craig Caldwell says, "Would it be hard to travel into Mexico without a Spanish speaker with you?" I would say no, not with the technology that's available now with various apps. And once
This
you
is
get
a
down,
Spanish speaker.
that's a Spanish speaker right there. Yeah, your phone.
I was just saying, we know a lot of people that are not Spanish speakers that they come here.
Our friends, the Hamptons, they came down last year and the year before. Well, last year and the year before. Both, they're in their late 60s, early 70s, don't speak a lick of Spanish. They know hola and buenos dias, but that's it. They came down without an issue, and they used their phone. They used Google Translate on their phone as an app to translate for them. And once you get down here, pretty much everybody speaks English.
At least a
even
little bit.
At
even if
least
it's just
a little bit. Yeah.
But Scott and Tina, they started right now to learn Spanish. But when they came here first, they didn't know any Spanish.
Right.
They came down here. So
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
very
just have to be
similar.
adventurous. I don't think it's like going to any country where you don't speak the language. I think it's just about having a sense of adventure and just going for it. You're going to be able to point at stuff and hold stuff up, and numbers are numbers always. So as long as you know the money, you can just point at something and they can write it down and get stuff that way. I don't think it's an issue. I don't think it's an issue really at all.
No, at all. And people are super helpful here too. They will try to understand or somehow communicate with you.
As long as you're not a jerk. right?
Yes, yeah. As long as you're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really traveling is like has an attitude if they need help, if they were asking for something.
Yeah, yeah. If you're the one that needs help, you don't want to be copping an attitude, right? Brian Hawaiian says eggs come from a carton at the store, don't they?
Red Moon RV,
Not
what are the
turtles.
worst things that Americans do when visiting?
What?
What are the worst things that Americans do when visiting?
So, for me,
Get wasted and act like jerks.
get wasted and start
Lazy days.
screaming USA, USA. Like that stuff just makes me nuts. Like you're visiting another country. I think it's about just respecting the people that you're. It's like if you went over to a friend's house and got drunk and disrespected your friend's house. Broke stuff in their house, or tell them how good your house is rather than their house, and that you've got so much more than they do. That kind of stuff would piss off your friends. It's the same thing when you visit another culture and then you act a fool. And we've seen a little bit of that here at beach bars where the Americans come down here, get a little bit lit, and then everybody wants to have fun. That's okay, but don't act a fool. And I see this stuff on TV where people are chanting about the USA when you're in Mexico or you're in China or whether you're in Australia or wherever. That stuff is just, to me, is ridiculous.
By the way, Randy and Deb, they're leaving because they're right with their kids already. So see you in the recording.
See you guys.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know what's the worst. I really don't know.
Mark Oliver, I'm thinking, he says, with COVID cases rising in the US, how is COVID going in? And I'm
TEH, but I don't know what you meant
TEH?
with that.
Or you
Maybe going there.
maybe going there, like here. It's like everywhere else, it's spiking as well. They're really, really cautious here, but cases are still spiking. They've got restaurants are very, very cautious when you go in. You have to walk through stuff. You have to do your hand sanitizer, temperature checks, and all that. And that's pretty much everywhere, not just restaurants. That's grocery stores and everywhere. A lot of the smaller little stores in a town like this, they're not doing temperature checks, but even the bars and restaurants here are doing temperature checks.
Pretty much everywhere. I would say
Yep.
90% of the establishments you go, yeah, they will do it.
Hell, even the ones on the beach. You got to walk through the mat.
Yeah, there is.
Dumb as
It's
it is.
crazy.
There's a bar here called Lazy Days, and you have to walk across I guess it's a bleach mat, and it's all outdoors in the sand, like we're
Well,
sitting
because
right now.
they make them close until they comply with
Until
the
they
law.
complied with that.
Yeah, so
So that's
they
pretty
actually
funny.
have to put it even though they are on the
Yeah.
beach. And Seeking Serenity, thank you so much. They send a super chat, and it's
Super
like,
chat.
congrats on 30 subs. Just noticed, long overdue. Hope to see you around courtside in a couple of months. Absolutely.
Yes, we will definitely see you in quartzite.
It's like, I think the only time, oh no, yeah, we'll make courts.
Oh, Vicky's in the house. She says she's coming to see us on Monday. Awesome.
Come and see us now.
Yeah, or come over now.
No, she
You can
might
come-
have plans with
Oh
them,
yeah,
so.
it's probably they just arrived, so they're still getting all their stuff together
I
and
can
hanging
see
out.
online their social being still. It's like,
And yes, the video is completely pixelated. We understand that we are in a place with bad internet,
that's
so
gonna
not much
happen.
we can do.
Yeah, it is what it is. We wanted to show you the amazing, gorgeous Seal Cortez behind us, but it's
Yes,
not gonna happen.
unfortunately, not gonna happen.
Where are we heading next? Where are we heading next? As in,
Probably right over there for a little while.
well, next from Los Barrilas
Back
will
out
be
here.
Cabo.
Yeah, we're
but-
gonna do at the end of December. We're gonna leave Los Barrilas, head up to the United States to Quartzsite,
Yeah.
stay there for a few weeks, and then actually by the time we get there, it'll be about a week, and then turn around and come back down here again with the Caravan. So we'll be back down February and March with the Caravan. So, and then after that, we no clue yet.
And Birdman says, are you guys using US cash down there, or did you convert your currency to pesos? We are using pesos, but we didn't convert anything. I mean, we just go to the bank and pull out from the
Right.
ATM with our debit card, comes out in pesos, and that's what we spend. I mean, that's what really you want to do. You don't want to spend in US because in the establishment will do the exchange for you, and they're never going to give you the best rate. So you want to be paying in pesos.
And
Yeah.
you look like a baller with pesos. You're like,
Yeah.
yo, man, I just paid $12,000 for pizza. What's up? You know what I'm saying? You feel good. You're
Yeah.
just like blowing money.
Making it rain.
So I
Notes.
I just bought another kite the other day, and we went down to talk to the guy, and it felt weird turning around to Lori, and I handed her my wallet because I was still talking to the guy. I said, "Hey, hon, can you count out 7,000?" And I'm like, that just sounds so weird, and it's $330, you know. So it is weird when you're looking at prices on certain things for sure. Gas is the craziest. Like when you're looking at 6,500 on the pump, it's like your brain is going.
So moving the mark, George says it's like so much for the Caravan scouting.
No, we're
LOL.
scouting.
We're still scouting. We just did like a little gap in between the scouting.
Yeah, we scouted on the way down,
Yeah,
and then
we need like a 3-month gap in between scouting.
we're
on the way
doing a
down.
scouting gap.
Scouting date
Yeah,
trips.
it's
Yeah.
like
It's
your
like
gap
World
year.
Springer.
Like your gap year when you've
Yeah.
graduated high school, and you got to take some time off before you get into that next thing,
It's
you
our
know?
Rum Springer.
Yeah, rum springer. Yes.
Red Moon RV says anyone who hasn't experienced the Motorhome experiment and vegan RVing courtside, don't miss it. Lots of loves and very fun. And that's the thing. We try to have fun. Doesn't matter what. So courtside might not be the prettiest place out there, might not be it's chill too and all that stuff. But one, you park is for free. Two, it's like we try to get together and just have fun. That's what we do. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Brenda Bingo Lorena's in the house.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
she said.
Halloween.
Brenda Bingo Lorena. That's awesome.
And Tom says, yeah, and you can withdraw 8,000 in the cash machine and not go over your daily limit. Yeah.
It's right now.
Actually, right now,
Right now it's about
7,000.
about
7 was
7,000.
all I could get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the most.
For me, it was 6,500.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
I could get.
ballers like these guys.
I
We
think
had the
that's more of a
black- we had the
limit.
black
Yeah,
debit
they have a
card.
higher limit than they do.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah,
said.
we got the metal black.
We get the extra
black
500
cards, yeah.
pesos.
Actually, they just give it to us for free.
Yeah.
Or like 6,500, and it gives us 7,000 just because.
It's like
of
you're
who we
taking
are.
extra 500 and you need some marijuana hand lotion.
Yeah.
So Bob Jensen said the first time he went to an
I
ATM
know.
here, he pulled out 200 thinking it was going to be US dollars, and it was $10.
You
It
probably
probably
paid
cost me
more in
5, yeah.
fees
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
ATM than you did.
Yeah, your fee was
Exactly.
$350 and you pulled out $10. Yeah, it's weird. It really is taking that journey.
Yeah.
So I think Chuck mentioned it, and what we've been doing is you just take off the last digit and then divide by 2. So 2,000 pesos, take off the 0,
and
200.
that will give you an
gives you
approximate. No?
Yeah, $100.
It's actually less, so you're better.
It's
off.
actually less.
Yes.
Yes, it is. right now.
Cheryl and Mark Bennett says it's a Caravan meeting in Quartz or Yuma. The website says Yuma. It's actually Yuma.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Quartzside just for a few days to hang out with everybody and just have a good time. But then after that, we're gonna leave probably like 6 days, 5-6 days in between there and meeting everybody in Yuma. So we can all resupply and decompress and everything. And then we meet on Yuma for the Caravan and we're gonna start from there.
But if you're in the Caravan and you happen to be in Quartzsite, then we'll meet you in Quartzsite too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but we're not going from Quartzsite straight to Mexico.
No,
Caravan.
there's going to be a
That's my
1
point.
week
Yeah.
in between to kind of decompress and get ready and resupply and do all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, because we're gonna have to go to the Costco or Sam's and just get stuff and yeah,
And
Yep.
things and items.
and things.
and things
Oh,
and
we gotta
stuff.
get the
And
soy and the
propane.
gluten.
Yeah. I was thinking more about propane. I think.
Now we will say for those of you who are coming down, the roads are so much better this year. So much
Yeah.
better.
We were so happily surprised. Even the guys were saying how much easier was the drive this time. Well, last time
It
was
wasn't
so
really stressful at all.
I
Like
don't know what you
at
guys are
all.
talking about.
I would
It
say
wasn't
Chuck
bad
kept
at all.
saying, "He's like, what are you guys talking about?" It's like, I don't know what you guys
He
talking
kept
about.
thinking that we photoshopped on last year's video.
Yeah.
So Tom and Faye, he's like, you will remember
know
how
those
of a
websites
mess
that
it
do that.
was. Not anymore.
There
He's
was
like,
one
"Good for you."
section on one where you have to go across a pretty janky bridge, But other than that, it wasn't bad. They literally hacked off half the lane.
Half the-
And
yeah,
so you're
yeah.
driving over one lane bridge that used to be a 2-lane bridge, and
And
it's
it's
all
kind of
and it
crumbly on
drops
one
off.
side. You
Yeah.
know,
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
you get some rebar sticking out. And you're like,
So-
I don't know about this.
so there's that one section, but that's not too bad.
Just think about this: if 18-wheelers can make it, we
Yeah.
can make it.
Yeah, absolutely. But not bad at all. It really wasn't.
Mark Oliver, what's your grid, longitude and latitude? Just look up Los Barrilas, Mexico.
Yeah, no idea what our
Here, I
GPS
can
coordinates are.
It's not something that you
380
think
and
about.
40 minutes
Uh,
left, west,
Left.
and then
Yeah.
And then-
Pretty good.
680 and 20 minutes south. No, I don't know if how that stuff works.
there we go.
Yeah, we'll
Copy.
Google Earth this
Yeah,
place.
I
It'll
got
tell you.
And Kevin
Mark,
Barry, don't
please say
forget
chat.
clocks ahead 1 hour tonight. We already did that, as we mentioned earlier. But yeah, you guys have to do that. We already did that last week, so we don't have to do that.
Serenity says we're heading there a month to courtside early. It's like, so we wanted to head to Los Algodones and experience another nation for the first time. That's a great start, but here is the one advice I'm gonna give you, the one tip: go in the morning, because we didn't know, and they close the border at 2 o'clock, I think.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, they close the border at Los
It's 8 to
Algodones.
2.
Yeah, 8
Yes.
to 2. So we get all dressed up and we're ready to go out for a nice Mexican dinner on the other side. Drive down to the border, and there it's
Yeah,
Closed.
we're like, weird, there's nobody really here.
How do you get in the parking lot?
Yeah.
well, yeah. Why is the parking lot
Well,
closed?
I think it also makes us a little bit like felt weird at the beginning, because we're like, that was before crossing border here in Mexico, and we're like, what if they really close the border and they're not letting anybody into Mexico? We were like, oh my god, it might be true, and then it's like, oh no, there's only like certain times.
Yeah.
No, it's bullshit.
Oh, Kevin posted actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goblin 2004 said, "How often do we get to Vegas? We haven't been to Vegas since last August, sir. I think no, actually, we left in September because I don't know whenever we got the RV fixed the last
year
time.
ago,
So
sometime.
it was almost a year ago.
It's
Yeah,
true.
absolutely.
Oh, it was November. We were trying to make.
Yeah,
it
and that's right. The
for
clocks don't go
Thanksgiving.
ahead; they fall back tonight. By the way,
We're trying to make the El Paso to Thanksgiving.
yes,
So.
yeah. So it's just
That's-
before
that's how I
Thanksgiving in
know.
El Paso.
Are we wondering?
yes.
Just north of the Tropic of Cancer.
Yes, that is true. Tom and Faye, just north of the Tropic of Cancer. We stopped there the other day on the way down to Cabo San Lucas. So when you leave here and you go down Highway 1, they have a marker for the Tropic of Cancer.
Polillo, see?
Polillo.
My Spanish, illo, I said. Paul and I, we stopped there for the first time.
Polio.
Polio.
For the first time this time, because last time, the first time we passed through there, we were kind of like rushing to meet family. And then when we passed, after that, we never passed it
I like this
back,
guy. I
because we
like
went
this
through
guy.
like the East Cape Los Frailes.
Sit
So
down with big
it was the
long
first time.
Right.
I was about to
Right.
chuck something at him.
And then, of course, yeah, Richard Hubert says that crowds are going to be smaller in the big tent. I would hope so. Like, I have no desire to go in the big tent this year. I'll go to courtside. Don't think I'm going to wander around inside the big tent, but we'll see.
Arizona does not have the clock problem.
So,
It's like who votes for not switching times anymore?
yeah, we should just stop the switching time
Like,
thing. Now, Arizona doesn't have the clock problem, but they still have the switching time zone problem. So regardless of whether you guys switching your clocks or not, you're switching time zones because you're going to flip-flop from mountain to Pacific. So it's still a little bit of a weird deal, and it sucks for everybody that is in
Can't
places
figure it out.
around outside of Arizona. Like, yeah,
Mark Oliver says, wife says no Costco in Yuma. You are correct.
you are correct.
Only Sam's. We
Sam's.
went to Costco in El Paso, or
Right.
you can go in Phoenix, and then Sam's is in Yuma. Yeah, there's where we fill up the coaches before crossing, right there at the Sam's.
Yeah. So yeah, if you don't have a Sam's card, that's probably your best bet because this
Oh.
fuel was how much cheaper there, like 20 or 30 cents a
Yeah,
gallon or something.
gallon.
And I have to say, right now, Sam's is running a promotion. I think it's until the end of the year. You have to check it out. It's only an online promotion, but you sign up, pay the $45, you get a pizza for free, so that's $6, and then you get $20 credit at the store, and then $20 credit online. So basically, you get the whole membership fee back on products.
Speaking of pizza, what are we doing about pizza? I thought we were having pizza tonight.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I
but
thought so
don't
too.
know.
I posted to everybody.
I know.
I did half of the work.
I know.
I
Wait a
can
minute.
get you the menu.
I think the signal's going bad.
Yeah, we need to get pizza. What time are they open till? We can do it after the live, right?
We can order it right now.
We can order it right now. Okay.
Well, you gotta figure out what you want.
Pizza,
Vegetarian pizza.
vegetarian pizza.
Usually that's what we get.
I'll go with that.
Okay.
Have it easy.
What size do you want?
Paul wants a large, and then the rest of us.
I want a large for me, and then whatever else happens to work
Well,
out.
I made that assumption when we went to El Triunfo, and because he was like eating a pizza with no cheese, I was like, I was ordering in Spanish. I was ordering for a medium pizza, and Kevin is like, "Did you just order me a medium pizza?" He's like, "I want a large one." He's like,
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Come
I
on
was
now.
like, "Okay."
Allie, my daughter, says we made it. Yes, folks, we have people saying we can barely see you. I understand it. We do not have great internet connection, so hopefully you can hear us. And now somebody's saying they can't hear us either. Great.
Good.
Craig says, "Paul, you got to go to the tent to help me with the solar." Absolutely, for a fee.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to get danger pay now because with COVID, I think I have to get danger pay to go in there. Yeah.
Moving the Mark says, "How much of the Caravan is East Coast versus West Coast?" You know
Audio's
what?
working fine.
I don't know. If I'm honest with you, I don't know how many are East Coast versus
I think
West
most of
Coast.
it's West Coast.
I think so.
But,
Well, you know who lost sound?
but you know the majority, it's also U.S. people, so they are able to cross.
It was Tom lost sound, so he probably popped one of his ears, one of his
Just
hearing
kinda came out.
things out. Yeah, Tom, check those things. Get the batteries changed out. Uber Eats. Yeah, I don't think that's
By
here
burrow.
by Burrow. I don't think.
We haven't even seen a burrow.
No, we have not.
Lauren, we did.
Oh, really? You guys
Yeah,
saw a
that's,
Burrow?
under the tree. I was
Oh,
just thinking,
okay.
When we went to the waterfall coming back, you guys in the front were too like checking the road, but Laura and I, we were sightseeing and we saw donkeys, wild donkeys out there.
Birdman says there is a Costco in Yuma and they have a fuel station. I don't think so. It's Sam's only. We're gonna have to
didn't
check
go to
that now.
Costco.
Birdman knows because he goes to Puerto Penasco a lot, but
Costco in Phoenix because
There isn't one in.
yeah, I think Birdman. I don't know about that one, dude. Where's the Costco?
Gophers,
Birdman, hey.
Gophers UK
Pass,
says
homie. Come
Go-
on now. Sorry.
that's okay. Gophers UK says talk about closing the border at 2:00. They're closing the whole damn country here in the UK on Wednesday. So
Shoot, I was gonna go.
that's where I was gonna go. They're starting to close things again, so hopefully it doesn't happen here.
I know, what if
Or
we
it
got
does
stuck
happen, we
here?
don't go back.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm trying to push as much as I can. Like if they happen to really get very strict, this is the place to get stuck.
I need to start looking like how do we extend our FMM?
Johnny says that Facebook is censoring scary masks because his picture is blurry. Yes, everybody, your picture is blurry. We're in Mexico and the internet here is not great. We are hotspotting off of my phone and it's just not not great. Kevin Klein's in the house now. Kevin and Dawn, they're in Florida for the winter.
So anyway, pizza. Let's
All
order
right,
pizza.
what size do you guys want? Are y'all
We've-
just gonna share?
We've got a live going on here. You can't be worrying about no.
Well, they have families. We're all gonna share. We can have a family size.
Yeah, but his has got to be a little different.
Why?
Kevin's different.
Well,
All right, well, I'll let them
two
guys
lots,
work on
one
the
big and one
pizza thing. You guys can't see me anyway, so
True.
yeah, it's it
ours.
sucks
do you
that
like-
we can't get it better.
like it
So
all. Whatever you
I
get
wish the
works for me.
picture was better, but let me see what we got here. I'm going to touch my phone and then see it's showing 5 bars of LTE, but it's just not streaming so well. So again, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do.
Dude, Brian
Um,
Hawaiian, man.
What?
Talking about the logo is good. The logo comes from third-party software
Yeah.
that's hosted outside
Yeah.
of the video that's being seen.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Is if you actually did have something standing up that was the logo,
So that they can
placed
see
it
that.
in the corner.
That would be awesome. So George says, why a new kite, Paul? Did you crash? So let me handle the second part of that
I would
first.
say 2 different questions. Right
So
there.
yes, I did crash, but that doesn't do anything. But I crashed many times the other day. I have a 13-meter kite, which is a big kite. It's 13 square meters. So it's meant for really light winds, kind of like it is right now. But down here, you don't get many light wind days. It goes from light wind to heavy winds really quickly. So I wasn't getting a chance to fly that much. So I got a 9-meter kite, which is pretty much the de facto standard down here is like an 8, 9, or a 10. So if you go with a 9, right in the middle of that for somebody my weight works about perfectly. So one of the schools had a kite for sale, kite with the bar and lines and everything. So it worked out great.
Yeah. RV wondering, Tom and Faye, do you rent a side-by-side or have a good friend? Do you know how much it costs to rent a side-by-side here?
Side-by-side rental is nuts.
It's ridiculous. I would say the most wimpy one, it's a quad, and it's not the nice ones, or just the wimpy ones. They're like $140.
$140 to $150 a day.
It's like now multiply the numbers if you want it for a week or 2 weeks. So anyway,
a good side-by-side, like a 4-seat side-by-side for a week is going to run you about $1,200. So it's crazy. So with that being said, we have an amazing friend in the Hamptons. Richard and Cheryl bought one the last time they were here. Actually, they got it from Vicky Allen. So
yeah, so we are running around. They very nicely lent to all of us,
yes.
And that's what we take to the grocery store, and that's what we take just to go and run errands or just go for coffee. It's like that's what we use. It has been amazing. It has been cool to have it here.
Are we paddleboarding much down here? We haven't been paddleboarding at all yet. We need to get it blown up.
I was thinking about that the other day because the first 2 weeks they were really nice. It was no wind, so the seas were very calm, and that was a time to paddleboard. But instead, we were snorkeling so much. I get because it was
because
we just got here.
It'd be like paddleboarding on the surface of the sun.
And that's
hot.
another thing too. It has been hot too when we just got here. So paddleboard is like you get really hot. Instead, we opted for snorkeling.
You did a little bit in Sanispec.
I did in Sanispec, yeah, and I
Just
didn't
one
fall.
day.
I was happy with myself because I didn't fall. Paul took it to the island, and I took him from the island back to shore. And yeah, I didn't fall, so it was great.
Valerie Keeler says they're here in Los Barrilas too, having a blast. You guys look relaxed and happy too. We are relaxed and happy. So you'll have to swing by.
I told you to private message us because you said you were gonna get here. She's actually building here in Los Barrilas. So yeah, he's just like probably private message me. He's kind of like not really replying that much.
Are you guys behaving while you're there? You are the faces of the RVing community. No, I would not say that we always behave, really. I mean, Lori, every now and then we have to, drag her home, but everybody else, well, okay, never mind. Chuck's back there. Sorry. So, but no, we're definitely not the faces of the RVing community, but we're always fairly well behaved, I think.
What is well behaved?
Yeah, what's well behaved to you?
What is well behaved for some people is not for other people. So the question is like it's very subjective.
We're not breaking stuff. We're not hurting anybody, and so there is. That's right. Birdman says the Costco is in Mexicali. That is correct. There is a Costco there,
but we're definitely not gonna stop.
But we're not gonna stop there because trying to stop 20 rigs there.
Mexicali is not Yuma.
No, but that's what he's saying. He said that
the next one
he was mistaken and that it's in Mexicali.
Oh, everything good? We good? 10.
Are we gonna get it or are we gonna run again?
No, they're bringing it here.
Bob and Tam's excellent adventure. How's the weather? How are you guys? The weather, as you can see, we're out here in t-shirts and 450, and it's awesome right now. It just changed within the last 3 to 4 days to be bearable. Before that, it was this time of day was still too hot to be outside.
I would not call it bearable. It has been bearable. It's not like we were hiding in the AC in the RV.
For the last week and a half, we were hiding in the AC in the RV. Mrs. Lorena Sharon.
What do you mean?
How many times right now we have the windows open?
For the last 4 days.
For the last week.
Yeah.
Week? No, 4 days.
Okay, let's move on.
Here's the deal. It's been a week, Paul.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah,
but
Paul, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
There is Costco in El Centro, somebody said. So that's your other Costco before crossing the border. How long are you gonna be in Mexico and Yuma area.
Well,
Well,
Mexico
Mexico-
and Yuma are two different places.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mexico until
Yeah, so we're going to be in Mexico until January 1st. Then we'll be up in the Yuma-ish
No.
area, or January 1st. We'll be in. No,
No.
January.
Oh my!
You're going the wrong way.
January 1st. We're here.
No. Well,
Yuma?
Mexico,
No.
we're
In
gonna
Mexico.
be until like
January 14th.
10-ish.
Yes.
Yeah, 10-ish.
Or the
January
17th
14th,
or the
We will be out of
22nd or
Mexico.
something.
We're leaving
So
here the
basically,
1st.
we're barely gonna make it to Yuma to Quartzsite, and then we meet with our Caravan peeps, and then we come down all together. So we're just gonna do a brief break into the U.S. to come back to Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes.
That didn't answer anything. I know you're totally confused right now.
You did it.
In all fairness, it's just hard to compound Mexico and Yuma together.
Valerie said, "Did we see the witches
Yeah.
paddling this morning?" We
Yeah.
did.
It was a surprise because we were not expecting it.
Are they on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, because I have not seen you like say a couple of them. And I'm like, where the hell?
And I have to say, it's the first annual, so they're trying to do an annual thing. But
Yeah.
today was the first one of them all.
Yeah,
So that was
Yeah,
kinda cool.
that's why I try to pop the question up on the screen, because if they're on Facebook, they won't see the people on YouTube, and if they're on YouTube, they won't see the people on Facebook.
yeah. A couple of the witches started off really early and left a bunch of them behind.
I know there was like no rhyme or reason. It was like we got here, we're just leaving you behind. It was
Yeah.
They just started with everybody, so people were scrambling at the end trying to catch up to you.
But what was funny is like for the 20 witches that were out there were like 80 people in cars that brought them.
Right.
Well,
And
I
they
think
were
a
all
lot.
just hanging out on
I
the
think a lot of
beach.
people wanted to see them just
didn't fly
going
over
out.
the
I
roads.
think that's what they wanted to do.
Chris Bellafato says it's not fair that we're in t-shirts in warm weather.
Well, here,
Dude.
let's take them
Yeah,
off.
let's take 'em
Dude.
off.
Here,
I mean,
take
we
'em
don't
off,
need
Bob.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
We don't need them.
Paul has gotten a tan while here.
Yeah.
So it's like
I'm all tanned
you
up.
are in the wrong place. If you have an RV and have to put on a jacket, sweater, just start driving south.
Tom says
Unless
it's
you're Canadian.
10 degrees up there right now, centigrade.
Holy mess.
What is how much is
Oh,
that Fahrenheit?
centigrade.
Double it and add 30, so 50
50.
degrees.
That's
Yeah,
still
that's
chill.
chilly.
Still chilly.
That's chilly, man. Chilly, man.
Sequence Randy, isn't that around 95 degrees?
Fahrenheit. Wondering. See, I had the same question. I have a hard time.
Red Moon RV, 6 degrees last Monday in Colorado. Woo!
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wolf Creek Pass.
That was
Yeah,
that was
snow
in
and all that
Denver.
stuff.
So, wouldn't you
It was
like to
5
be
in
back in
Denver.
Colorado?
Yeah.
He has a property at Condon, Colorado. That's his house.
Yes.
He doesn't consider himself a full time, but he's a full timer. I think he just has the condo just because.
Yeah.
Tom says the only people we've seen in costume are Starbucks baristas.
Brian Hawaiian boy.
Oh my goodness, Brian Hawaiian, keep the shirt on. We don't want to see your Borat swimsuit. How do you know I've got a Borat swimsuit?
He's not wearing a swimsuit.
Yeah,
He's got nothing on.
got my birthday suit on under this.
He does too.
Don't we all though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody.
Now, by the time all the time we're gonna be in Baja, Paul is just gonna wear Bane said. I mean, that's just a fact.
He's gonna wear it out.
I
So,
know. I think he's already making a little
our-
fuss on that one.
Our Endeavor says insurance question: what changes or add-ons do you need for an RV trip to Mexico? So for insurance, your insurance company is probably not going to insure you down here. So you have to buy a policy down here, and it's going to be equal to whatever your policy is up there. So if you're paying $600 or $800 for 6 months up there, it's going to be an extra $600 to $800 a month down for the 6 months down here. Chuck just had to buy liability only. His company covered him for collision. So Safeco.
Safeco, yeah.
Yes. But most other, and we tried to cancel our insurance in the States because we're not going to be there. Our insurance company would not allow us to do that. So, well, I guess they wouldn't have had a choice if we canceled it and then but they wouldn't allow us to suspend it. So we literally had to pay another, I think for the RV and car both, we paid another $700 for 6 months. So basically, we paid double the insurance for the next 6 months. It is what it is. Kind of sucks. But yeah, add-ons and stuff. You want to check with your insurance company in case they have some, weird policy. But for the most part, you're going to wind up going with, is it HDI or Chubb? One of the two.
It's one of the, but then there's also Seguros and another one.
Grupo
National.
National.
Grupo something.
Right.
And those are, that's who
Kathy?
Progressive put me in touch with.
And I was just gonna mention Kathy. We have a webinar with all the Caravan people, and we brought an insurance expert, and it's car insurance and also health insurance. And she works here in Cabo, but she's from the U.S.
Yeah.
And she has done this since what she said, 1984. I mean, she has done this for the longest time too. She knows everything, and she said we all work with the same companies. Even the insurance companies in the U.S., they work with the same companies I do. They just call it their Mexico division, but it's pretty much the same companies.
I think it was Kathy Smith was her name, right?
Kathy
Yes.
with an
Yeah, for Mexico.
Always put it in the chat box. If you're
Insurance.
interested, it's like,
So yeah, if you're going to come down here and you want to talk to somebody about insurance, I just posted the email address for her, and it's Kathy at kathysmithinsurance.com. And
and
she'll
just
be able
let
to-
her know the Motorhome experiment sent you.
yeah, Bob Jensen right there says Hartford reduced ours to $100 for a year while we were in Mexico. So you should. I don't see why they wouldn't, because you're out of the country. Our insurance company,
we literally call and ask, and they told you.
They said no, we
It's-
could not do that.
It's good, Sam.
It's good, Sam. So
It's good, Sam.
it is what it is. So
Safeco let me suspend my car insurance because I didn't bring my car down, and I had a feeling. I mean, I called them to suspend my RV insurance because of that, and they said, "Why would you do that? You're covered."
so that's how you found out,
Yeah,
right?
that's how I found
Right.
out.
Hi from Sydney, Australia. Hope everyone's safe and well. Who's going to win the election? We're not talking about that stuff tonight, Paul. So hi from Sydney, Australia. And
Mark Oliver, how about insurance taking an RV from the U.S. to travel in Canada?
your insurance company will cover you in Canada. No questions asked. There's nothing that you have to do.
Well, I would say ask them.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
would say
know.
yes. That's true. That is
Ask
true.
them.
Ask them. But as far as I know, there's not an insurance company
Okay.
that's
Yeah, you're
gonna.
not giving insurance.
I just
Right,
wanna.
right. We are not insurance
I was
professionals.
just gonna say we're not professionals. We're just giving you our
I'm just
personal
saying
opinion.
stuff.
Yes.
So it's like I was gonna say we should not give like advice. We're just gonna tell you what we have gone through. And R.A. Florence says, "Hello from Kansas. How fast and how many hours do you drive each day once you cross the border?" That's depending on how fast you want to head south.
Yeah.
You can be literally all the way south in 2 extremely long days, pushing to 3. But we take our time and we go small town to small town and all that kind of stuff. So for us, it takes us a lot longer than that.
There are very few places where 60 to 65 miles an hour are safe.
I was gonna
So,
say if you're in a
there
car,
are-
different.
If you're in a car, different,
Yeah,
but in an RV, there are spots where you can do 60, 65, probably even push 70 in some spots, but there's a lot of spots where that's just out of control, dangerous, because the road is
Yeah.
so narrow.
Yeah, you have to slow down and
Yeah,
then
it's not
just go
Kevin
fast when
Berry
you can.
just killed it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
What? From my experience as an adequate handyman, bad video quality is a great opportunity for an excuse-free reveal tour of a remodel job. We'll see. We will see it soon.
That's hilarious.
Guys, and you can see right here when we redone all of it.
Right. So to go back to the last person, yeah, it depends on your comfort zone. With the Caravan, we're probably not going to drive over 55 for the most part, unless we know it's a super safe stretch and we can bump it up
And
a little
we're
bit.
not gonna do super long days. There's literally only 2 long days.
And by long
Portecito
days, it's 200 miles.
Yeah, Portecitos to Guerrero, and
Yeah.
can't remember the other one.
For the most part, even this trip, we didn't do more than 150 miles in a day. For the most part.
And then again, it's like you find places along the way. It's like
Yeah.
when we got here to Los Barrilas the first time, we were like, yo, we're just going to stay here.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
And you're going to find places like that. They're just going to
Yeah.
catch you, and you're like, this is my spot. I don't even want to go any further. Let me just hang.
And I will say that when you get to Playa Santa Spac, that could be one of them, other than the fact that you will have zero.
Comment because Chuck was like in San Felipe. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna stay here. It's like, no, Chuck, you need to keep heading south. Then we go to Santa Spac. No, I'm from here. It's like, this is cool. It's like,
I'm
no,
from here now.
it's like we need to keep heading
I
south.
got
So
you
it's
guys to
always
stay
south.
though, didn't I?
Yeah.
So yeah, you never know, but yeah. And we usually do short days. It's just easier. It's just how we travel. Lauren says we hope COVID is over next year to join you guys on the Baja trip next year. Absolutely. It's like the more the merrier.
Birdman says he buys Mexican auto travel insurance through AAA every time you go. So I didn't know AAA would do it. So if you have AAA, maybe they have stuff that you can
partnered up with somebody.
I would think they're always going to be, where they sub right through.
And that's what Kathy mentioned.
Right.
That doesn't matter if you're Geico or Progressive, someone, if they have Mexican insurance, they're going through the same, they're working with the same companies here in Mexico. And the only extra we have is one of the Good Sam memberships, and they're always on sale. Covers you Mexico and Canada, RV tow. So it's like we have that one, they just in case kind of thing.
Brian Hawaiian, 300 miles max, 3 hours max off the road by 3 p.m. I want to know how you do that.
That's a
Go
lot.
100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour, yeah,
And
baby.
Start at noon.
What RV is that?
I think it's like
Yeah,
or.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to do that in our RV, but
it's
I
not
can't.
like and. I think it's or 300 miles or 3 hours. I don't know.
No, he's being funny. He said rule of threes. Yeah,
I've heard
No,
the
there
rule
are
of
people who
twos.
do that.
I've
But
heard the
is it
rule of
two?
twos.
It's
Isn't it?
usually or.
But it's
yes.
usually the 200 miles.
Twos, yeah. I've
Yeah,
Twos.
I have heard it on the two.
But 300 miles here is a day. It's
It's a long
certain spots that's
day.
a long day of crazy ass roads. But that's pretty funny, dude.
Not crazy. It's just
But-
narrow.
Super narrow. So this is the one thing I will say, and even in the US or wherever you are when you're on a narrow road, if a truck or something is coming the other way, just focus on your lane and focus on your lane only and what you're doing. Because if you focus on that truck, guarantee that when the truck gets next to you, you just pull into them. There's something weird about it, and it freaks you out. Like, it just makes you cringe every time a truck goes by. But we started learning that if you just look down the road and focus on yourself and not worry about what the people in the other lane are doing, look, you can't control their vehicle anyways, right? You can only control yourself. So focus on what you're doing and you're fine. It still sucks when they go by, but I mean, this year just did not seem to be as bad. And a lot of that was some of the new paved roads. It was awesome.
It was very nice not to see him that stressed and not to be stressed. The first year that we came here, we were all wearing our watches, our smart watches, that they track how much workout, and it kind of like senses when you're working out. When your heart rate gets up there, it senses you're working out. And the first year we came here, like every day at the end of that drive day, it will sense that we have workout, I don't know, like 60 minutes or something like that, because our heart rate was so high all the time that it's like it just kind of recognize it like that. This year, not so much. This year was pretty easy. So
Yep.
yeah, it was a plus.
Absolutely.
So 300 miles or 3 hours or off the road by 3 p.m. Mark Oliver says.
Hey, did you realize you're going to be in the dark here, Paul, before this is over?
Yeah, we'll be all right. They don't want to see us anyways because we're pixelated. So
Oh,
yeah. So if we're dark, it won't make any difference. Dark and pixelated. We'll really make them crazy.
It has to
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Less color. It'll start to brighten up.
Oh, and just to make a
Drew
point,
said move the phone on the table. Yeah, we've already tried that,
just
dude.
to make a point on the whole English person being in Mexico and everything, I don't know if you guys just noticed, Kevin actually ordered pizza for all of us, and it's a Mexican company. So it's like,
Yeah.
I ordered it all in Spanish.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He said
I said, habla inglés, and she said, it was the lady from Joe's Deli. She's like,
She's
The
a
whole
little
time.
kid.
he said te quiero pizza.
So who knows what we're getting?
Grande,
Exactly.
dos.
I said, familia.
Familia.
Italian, Mexican
Yeah.
there.
Familia. And
Familia.
her family's all gonna come over to
Yeah,
hang
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
They're all gonna come over and eat pizza.
Tom says, learn where your right wheels are. Yeah, definitely. You do not want to drop your wheels off the right-hand side of the road here. You know how in the United States, where most of the roads anyways have like a shoulder that you can pull off on? That doesn't happen here
It
too
doesn't.
much.
No, now there's a shoulder.
In some spots.
Some
Like-
places.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not-
like
yeah.
8 inches. So if you have like a remote control car, you could pull that over onto the shoulder. But other than that,
Man, it's like 8 inches.
yeah,
That's right.
it's an 8-inch shoulder.
Yeah.
Taco or enchilada pizza is what you got.
Taco ranch. Yes. Yes, that's what I.
Oh, I
do.
have
Well,
to
we
say,
know they're all the same food. They just different
I'm always
bread.
kind of like complaining about the U.S. how they make very American
I didn't hear that.
tacos, very American tacos, so very American enchiladas, very American everything. And then I was visiting my mom, and she learned how to make sushi, and she's making sushi with all these Mexican ingredients, and I'm like, oh my god, it happens
She's
here
like
too.
refried green sushi. I mean, it's gonna be delicious, right?
Delicious. She put like
Yeah.
jalapeno peppers, and she put like all
I
this
would be
different.
into it.
Taco or
It was
enchilada
good.
pizza.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It's good.
Stuff with-
What's the guarantee? Free if not delivered in 30 minutes. No, not here. We'll be lucky to see it tonight.
That's the thing. Kind of like there is Hawaiian time.
Yeah.
Here there is island time, right?
Yeah,
It's
this
like
is very
here
much
is-
like island time, even though it's
Yeah.
connected to the mainland United States. Yeah, this is very
everything
island
is
time down here.
Slow pace
That's
here.
Hey, brah.
lots back last week, so
Hang
we get done by this week.
Exactly.
Everybody tells us that it's the same thing. Building their casitas and building their everything here is taking forever.
Yeah,
here,
I got to
so,
tell
you
them
know.
the story about today. So these two guys are raking over by
Oh my, dude, you totally jinxed that today. We had it so good.
these two guys are raking the site over by Kevin and Laura's RV, and they're raking up all these little like I don't know, little nuts or something. What are they? Little fruit things that are falling off the tree, and they're everywhere. So they're raking all those up around their site, and I'm like, oh, let me go throw these guys a couple of cervezas, a couple of beers,
You
and
were trying to be nice.
yeah, it'd be nice, and they'll get all of our stuff done. I gave them the 2 beers, and they left.
They disappeared.
Never saw them
Literally
again.
done. I was like, what just happened? It was so beautiful.
They were like,
Well, at least
We're
that
outta
part
here.
that they rake was your spot.
Yeah.
They never got to our spot.
it was hilarious. It's awesome. Brenda says, I see you clearly when I'm not wearing my glasses, but when I put them on, you're back to blurry.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. So yeah, that's don't give the workers cerveza until they're done doing whatever they need to do. So
When you give them the beer, they're done.
yeah, they're like, oh, must be quitting time.
It's a cue. Yeah, it's a cue.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm out of here. Ted Denman in the house from Northern Kentucky. Hey, Ted. Before you say anything, yes, we're blurry. You can hear us, but we're pixelated. Okay, good. Carry on.
And yes, the little signs in the bottom corner. and
Yeah, and everything else
things
is
that pop
is
up
working.
are-
and there's a beautiful Seal Cortez behind us.
Yes, it's beautiful here behind us, even though you can't see it very well. The sea is looking beautiful tonight. There's actually a gentleman out here fishing behind us now. So, yeah, you can't see him either.
Oh, you see his lure that he's using?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
the
looks
one I
like the
picked
one
up.
you got.
Is it really?
It's one of the
Oh,
ones.
you should tell him. Hey, I think you.
I think you dropped this.
I think you dropped your lure, man.
We have been trying to be good, and every time we go and snorkel in the ocean or something, we always try to pick whatever garbage is in there. But always seems to be Kevin, the one that catches all the worst stuff. It's like that. So yes.
Tom Gaunt's in the house saying he's from sunny and cold Victoria, BC. Hey, Tom. Say hi to Tom and Faye. They're also up there somewhere. And so is
Devin Randy.
Deb and Randy Snowden.
I
They're up
feel
in there as
so
well.
bad for you, my Canadian friends, because you're stuck up there in the cold.
Yeah.
It's like, so just try to go west, to the west of Canada. I think it's less cold on the east side.
Brian says you should only give them beer when they're using large power tools. He was on a tractor.
Or if they could get the voltage up,
Yeah.
we'd hook them up.
It's like, hey, dude, I know you're operating heavy machinery. Want a beer? And that's kind of what I did. And then they left. It's like so crazy. That's awesome.
We have good news though. We have
What?
we have
We
a
s-
rake.
We
Just feel it.
do we have their rake?
No,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
have
we have a
rake.
rake, but I'm not raking this
So
lot.
you-
I already raked this spot the other night for us.
Who gave them the beer?
It's my fault. Oh, so I see what you're saying because I gave them the beer. Now I need to rake the rest of it. Okay, I get it. I see how you are. Cool.
Manana. Get on it, manana.
Or maybe we give them as an incentive. There's more beer
Yes.
if you rake our spot.
Yeah, absolutely. So any more RVing questions up there? up there, like up there in Canada, up there in the US, or if you're here somewhere.
Yeah, not
Any
many
more
people saw
RVer
those.
questions? But
I asked the people in the caravan, are you gonna bring an off-road vehicle, including Jeeps? And many are bringing like Jeeps, so that's gonna be cool. Like here, there's so many hidden spots to go here, and even we went to the waterfall not too long ago. You see just this dry wash, just like dry. How you call it? You say it was not a wash; it was a
it's an arroyo.
in Spanish, but
Yeah.
in English. But this big wash, and it's dry. And
It's a dry river.
drive to the very end, and there is this little waterfall, and there is a pool of water and everything.
Canyon.
So it's just beautiful. So if you have an off-road vehicle, definitely there's many opportunities like that here.
Yeah, especially Jeep guys.
Yes, I'm gonna. My phone is about to die, so I just rely on you guys.
So Tom says
How do I
winterize. Okay, so here's how you winterize your RV. We talked about this the other night. You fill it up full of fuel, and then you point it south, and you just drive it until you hit the Gulf of Mexico or South Florida or down here.
Somewhere where you can wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's it. That's how you winterize it. It's easy.
That's how we do it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how we did
Now,
it.
If your government is not allowing you
Oh,
to do
that's
that,
true. That's true.
Change
That's true.
governments.
I could probably send them some spare license plates.
Right.
Make it look like they're from.
Yeah, that would be a
Okay.
great idea to cross an international border.
But Chuck actually taught his son how to winterize his RV. What you told him?
I don't remember.
Oh, I know.
Google it.
YouTube.com.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Because I told
There's
him
a
I
little
didn't.
search bar at
I
the
didn't know
top.
how.
How do I winterize my RV?
Chuck is like, I've never done it because I've never been in that situation. So
Okay.
just Google it.
Okay, guys, nobody laugh really hard.
Oh,
Kevin
Kevin
Barry says, "Is the shore power quality there good and reliable?" Yeah, that no,
To what?
Neither of
No.
those things.
neither of those things.
Reliable
So
what?
it's been reliable the last 4 days because none of us have had to use our AC, and it seemed to be hovering around 115 volts the last few days.
Yeah.
When we all had our AC on, we were lucky to get 100 volts, and then it would jump
It just cut
between
out.
98 and 110 ish,
It was
and then it would cut
reliably-
out.
It was reliably unreliable.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Now, the last
That
time
was
we
famous.
came down, though, I seem to remember places where the voltage was higher rather than lower, but that's not been the case this year. Everywhere we went, it was super low voltage. Then we went over to a house and saw what wiring they were putting in the house, and
Now you know.
While
and now we
building
know
it.
why. While they're building it, they're putting in like
speaker wire.
yes, what I would use for speaker wire in my house,
But-
they're using for electrical wire.
I think you said it's a problem in Los Barrilas as a general. It's not like as an in-house or the campground.
Well,
that there
definitely
is
here in
those-
Barrilas,
Yeah,
but
it
it
doesn't
was
help,
obviously in Puertecitos and all of these places. It's
No,
been
I'm
an issue.
talking about the kind of power. It's just never going to be good. Just the infrastructure in itself is not good.
Yeah,
here.
the infrastructure does not seem to be there, so it's crazy.
Oh, the goods with the bads, right? It's like we get to release little turtles in the morning and snorkel, but we don't have great power. That's why we're coming back with the Caravan in February, so you don't have to use your AC.
And when you're not using your AC, works. It's fine.
Yeah, it's been
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's been fine for
It's
for all other
big-
stuff.
Yeah.
Any kind of big power drain, it's not great.
Exactly.
That it's ugly. Seek and Serenity David says, have you figured out your communications between rigs on the Caravan? Yes, we'll be using handheld walkie-talkies or GMRS radios. And we had everybody talking about the GMRS radios aren't licensed here. And how many times did you get asked about your radios?
Every single
Let me
time.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero.
Never.
And yeah, like our radios, we have GMSR radios sitting right in the center console, loaded in a charger, and the military
We just turn
guys
them
get
off
on
when
and
we go
off.
to the checkpoint.
They do not care about that stuff. So stop reading 10-year-old posts on they're going to put you in jail for using a walkie-talkie. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, but it's what we all use.
We've been using the FRS and GMRS radios. But yes, like Kevin and them said, we are respectful. So when we get to those checkpoints, we turn the radios off, no chattering. And I turn mine all the way off because if something happens, I don't know, if it gets kicked over or whatever, or I can plausible deniability. Yeah, we haven't used it. We turned them off when we came into the United States, whatever. But that way nobody inadvertently chats over them while they're asking you questions.
Exactly.
So that's all we do is just show those guys respect and let them come on board and do their inspections. Another one. Hi, Rick. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Picture's crappy. Audio is good. Yes, we are in Mexico. The internet sucks. Carry on.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Sometimes, no kidding, no
Yes.
joking. Paul trying to upload a video has taken days.
Yes. Laura did it the other day, an hour or so, but I think you guys had something go on. I don't know. But
I know.
you were able to upload something.
Yeah, last week's video uploaded real fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I made a call.
You made a call and
Cool.
they
Can you make a call
fixed it
for
for you.
Asked
Yeah.
everybody in Buenos Aires to get off.
Chris Bellafato wants to know how many push-ups you're doing a day, and are you watching the new season of The Mandalorian?
I've never seen any of The Mandalorian.
And I will say, yes, we are watching it. We watched the one episode that was available.
It's coming up after Battlestar Galactica. I had to go back and I had to see this because everybody was hounding me about Battlestar Galactica, which is amazing.
So
The
no
show is awesome.
Mandalorian yet.
No Mandalorian yet.
Watching Battlestar Galactica, push-ups.
Push-ups.
I
Depends
know
on
he's
the
doing them
workout.
because we saw him the other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes it like we only do 10. Sometimes I do 55.
What?
Because we'll do a ladder of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Brian, Hawaiian, did you not put a hybrid inverter in like Kevin did? I have an inverter, but it doesn't do load leveling. And Kevin's doesn't do load leveling either.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Supposed
unplug from the power and use
Yeah.
my batteries, but again,
Sure.
I can't just constantly push 30 amps to it.
Right.
Like it just in the huge surges, I just
Yeah.
haven't dealt with it.
Yeah, we could do the same thing as well. We could turn off the power, let the ACs run for 3 or 4 hours during the day, completely deplete the batteries, then plug back in. But now you're trying to charge your batteries and run your AC at the same time.
But we
So-
could run one compressor, which
Right.
I mean got us to bearable conditions
Right.
in the RV,
Right.
and we just dealt with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Chuck didn't seem to have any problems. His was fine. But his rig is much newer, so it has better, probably a better quality AC, much more
I
efficient.
doubt that. It's an RV.
Brian's also asked if you didn't help everyone get their ham licenses yet. You definitely,
I barely know enough to keep mine.
yeah.
And I have a whole new rig sitting in Yuma waiting on me.
Oh, is that right?
Which
Kevin-
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get to use
George-
for
That's
a week. and
George,
then
we
not use it.
deliver.
They
George,
did
we
deliver.
deliver.
Kevin refuses to do anything
Yeah.
dealing with ham.
So, and ham down here is the same thing. It's technically illegal to use ham down here
And you
unless
have
you
to-
get a license.
And you have to partner with somebody here. They have to run the
Yeah,
radio. It's a mess. I don't even want to deal with it right now.
right.
I'm
So,
on vacation. I'm on workcation.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I was
say
gonna
you still work
Yeah.
like an hour a day, but you
Yeah.
still work.
Oh.
No.
Somebody might be watching.
Somebody might be watching.
Don't do that.
I put in 12 hours a day, even on the weekends.
Mark Oliver, where do you go for RV maintenance if needed while in Mexico? I do remember you having to do service down there in the past.
Yeah.
So
it's,
I open up the side
Paul's
bay
garage.
and I grab a tool bag and I have at it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So,
And that's who I use too.
yeah.
And he washes the windows.
Yes.
And, I mean, it's a good job.
So
Good
I
job.
do 95% of the maintenance myself. The only thing I can't do is if it requires welding. So I can't do welding.
But everybody and their brother will do welding down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
It's
cheap.
Welders.
So
Everybody's got welding.
yeah, welding equipment. The last time we were here, this guy did 30 minutes of welding on the rig doing a heat shield.
Paul is like, I just need these 2 spots right here. Well, then.
And the guy
Jesus.
welded it better than the
Wonder.
factory would ever have welded it. And I'm thinking, oh, here we go. Because he never gave us a price. It was a weird deal. Some of you guys have heard the story. And then he says 200. And I'm immediately like, my brain went to $200. I'm like, I just needed a couple of spot welds. And Lori's like, no, 200 pesos. So it was like $10. And I'm like, I can't give the guy $10 for 30 minutes of welding. And we give him $40.
Okay. Another story. When we were in Las Vegas, one of our employees, the dad, he has an upholstery store and it's like upholstery shop. So we went and upholster our dinette and they gave us a friend's price because we knew kind of like the sun and everything. $750 to upholster, just 4 cushions and
Right.
just a little trim around it, right? That was new foam though. How much they charge you?
It was $200.
You don't want to say?
$200 here to do all the
foam.
upholstery.
All new foam,
He's going to
all
weld
new.
part of the frame because it broke, and he's going to recover all the cushions.
Yeah. Kevin walked in with the chair that he's sitting on was the bottom of it was ripped and he needed the whole bottom of it sewn. So we take it down to the same guy, Jesus, which we're going to recommend to everybody.
Dos
And
Amigos.
That's how I get mine done.
what's that?
Dos Amigos.
Dos Amigos.
Dos Amigos, is that what it is? Dos Amigos Upholstery. So Kevin takes the chair in there and says, hey, I need to know when you can do this, if you can do it, and how much it's going to cost. And the guy's like, oh, I do it now. And so he takes it, does it, and comes back over. And Kevin's like, how much? He says 100 pesos. $5.
I was like, awesome.
It's crazy
and
down
it's
here.
been bothering me for like over like
Couple months,
probably
at least.
2 months now. Yeah, because when we were in Pagosa, I called Kelty, and Kelty's like, the only way for us to refund your money or to pay for the new one for you to buy, you have to cut the thing in half. And I'm like, I can't donate it. And they're like, no, you have to cut it in half and send us a picture. And I'm like, that's literally so wasteful.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I would rather donate it and just sink the cost. But then I came down here and dude sewed it up.
Yeah.
It's like
$5
brand new now.
Brand new for $5. So
Whatever.
if we needed to do RV maintenance, again, one of the pros of having a gas coach is there's 400 gas mechanics within 20 minutes of us here.
And the parts are very cool.
And the parts are common because we can get them at auto zones and stuff down here. There are diesel mechanics down here. There are buses, so you can get diesel work done down here, but it's
There's
going to
a
be fewer
refrigeration
far
place
between.
if you need
Right.
anything, and they probably deal with 22 here.
Right.
'Cause
So
it's Mexico.
It's not that hard to have maintenance done down here. Now there are going to be specialty parts that you cannot get
And I
for an
think
RV.
That's diesel pushers. We have a friend that his diesel pusher broke down here and everything, and he had to wait a long time for the parts to get
Almost a
shipped.
month. He
Yeah,
waited
to
for
get
the parts.
shipped and wait and all that kind of stuff. So is it doable? Is there mechanics? Yes, but it's gonna take an extremely long time.
Right. But yeah, for the most part, maintenance is not that difficult to get done down here. Lori Buchanan, is there a road behind you or are people driving on the beach? People are driving on the beach. You are allowed to do that here.
It's a
the
love
good.
hate thing.
It's a love hate. Yeah.
It's a love hate thing because Los Barrilas, the cool thing is that you can drive on the beach and just like set up your chairs and set up everything there, and it's super cool. But sometimes right now it's troll season, so actually
People don't pay attention.
it was yesterday, the day before, we rescued two little trolls that they were like under tracks, and one of them survived, one didn't.
Yep.
So love hate thing.
David Seekin Serrani says he wishes they had their upholstery shop again. Are
We
you? You're
wish you
gonna
did
come?
too.
We wish you did too. You do stuff for us for $5. Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, and the he's looking at ordering leather for
Yeah.
his
I'm
coach.
gonna order leather for mine because I'm gonna do mine in leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy's gonna get it from Mexico for Chuck, and he said it'll take 2 weeks to get the leather in. So
I never thought about marine vinyl, so you can.
I thought about that, but he had the leather, and I just decided to go
Just
with it,
decided.
especially for the captain's chairs because you sit in them.
I thought they'd take you out
Mhm.
back and point at the cow and go, "Which one?
Yeah. that's
Which
it.
color?"
And then they said,
Ooh.
"And you want a steak too?"
Yeah. So Mark says that's when you hand the guy 20 and say thank you. So yeah, exactly. And we do that a lot down here because it's so hard to
Oh,
pay what
well,
they tell you.
that
It's like
time
you're
that-
just cringe.
That
harder.
time of the welding, it was 200 pesos. But you forgot
Yeah.
to mention the police, like, I cannot in good conscience pay them 200 pesos. So he wound up like, yeah,
$40, I think.
It was 500 pesos.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Yeah,
It's like,
$25.
yeah.
$25.
Yeah.
Was it?
They were charging 10. And you
Oh,
were
and
charging
right.
Yeah.
Right. I thought it was 40.
5. Uh-oh. Doctor.
Brian's
Flipping over
Brian's
there.
got to run and grab dinner.
Okay.
Hey Brian,
buddy.
thank you, Ben. Take care, guy.
73s.
Laters. John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut's in the house. Hey John, how you doing? Gary, happy Halloween. 32.6 degrees in Groton, Connecticut. Arg is right. Holy smokes, dude. That's Fahrenheit. That's ugly.
Come on and join us.
Yeah, come on down, man. Jump on a plane. Come on down. So we are an hour and 28 minutes in. We're waiting on our pizza, man. Anybody
know.
else having pizza? What are you guys eating tonight? Who's in the middle of dinner right now? I know some of you guys are. It's 8:30 over there on the
Cool if they decorate
East
the
Coast.
pizza like a jack-o'-lantern.
I asked.
That was-
So about
And she was like, no.
about delivering, how did they ask you? Is that also
Do you
implying
want to pick up
market?
or deliver? And I was like, deliver. She goes, where? I was like, Playa Norte RV Park. What's your space? Okay, it'll be about 40 minutes. We're making some other pizzas right now.
Very cool. Look at that. I'm gonna have a pizza delivered right
She
here.
said all that in Spanish, and I understood her.
Oh, Gary's my kind of guy. He's having Mickey
She
D's
said
and
it in a
Candies.
Spanish accent. Really?
That's not Spanish though.
It's not. I just added O to every word I said. I'm in Playa Norte RV Parko.
See, we do that in the same from
Space
Spanish
out.
to English. If we don't know a word, we will just like add the Asian, whatever is the word Asian. It's like it sounded more English. It's like the vacation. It's like
So Gary Peel's having Mickey D's and candy. That's my kind of dinner, man. But not anymore. I haven't eaten at McDonald's in I don't know how long.
they're lagging
I don't think
behind.
you've missed
They're
anything.
lagging, yeah, because
They're
they don't have a
lagging.
single vegan burger at all or
Carl's
a plant-based
Jr.,
burger.
Hardee's, Burger King.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to remember all the other ones, but even Dunkin' Donuts. I mean,
Everybody's got a
all-
plant-based
they all
burger.
have one
Starbucks.
choice.
Starbucks has some
They
plant-based
have
stuff.
the Impossible sausage.
Breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast
I'm
sandwich.
not vegan and I
Oh,
don't eat at Mickey D's.
That is Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Tom and Faye, Chipotle black bean burgers and salads.
So when I first read that, they were like, it said Chipotle black bean burgers. I was like, Chipotle's doing burgers now? I was like,
Oh, I know, I
and I
know.
was like, oh, Chipotle black bean.
I know.
The
I was like,
flavor.
no way.
That is awesome. Awesome. Soup and Panera bread with candy on the side. These are my kind of dinners, man.
Well, it is Halloween, so that's why everybody's got the candy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, I'm not too much of a candy person.
What's
that's why.
everybody's favorite Halloween or favorite candy? What's mine? Ooh.
What's your favorite candy? Oh, I know
Three
your favorite
vegan,
candy. No, I know
Three
his favorite.
Musketeers. Or no, I take that back.
Favorite.
Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Oh, peanut butter
Both good.
cups.
Yep.
Post vegan.
Post vegan. Oh man,
The
I know.
Rescue Chocolate's peanut butter pit bowl. is a
Pretty
bar.
good.
It's very similar.
yeah, I
to
don't
their-
know.
You know what my favorite candy is?
Yeah, of course.
Her.
Yeah.
Because I'm sweet.
Yeah.
100 for Kevin.
No, but what is the one thing that you cannot resist? That if you see it on the counter, if you see it available, you will grab it. You will. Twizzlers.
Well, Twizzlers, yeah.
Twizzlers, totally.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
see now it's
Twizzlers,
like,
yeah.
he's like,
Oh,
oh
that's
yeah,
a food
of
group.
course.
That is
Yeah, that's
very
that.
That's how it
That's-
sounded.
yeah,
Like,
that's-
I know what you're talking about.
That's just dessert. That's just dessert.
You
So
favorite candy?
I don't know. You were saying it. I think probably Snickers. I like Snickers, but
Yeah.
at Halloween,
Because it really satisfies.
that's right.
yeah,
But
Snickers.
at
satisfies.
Halloween, I'll eat those that candy corn.
Really?
But
You'll
that's
eat
the
that?
only time I
It's
can eat it, and
right.
I can only eat a little of it.
I
get
don't know
sick.
anybody
Candy wax,
that likes
candle
candy
wax.
corn.
It's good.
Like everybody talks about it. It's a very big Halloween
What is it?
thing.
Candy
but
corn.
nobody likes it.
Those little candy
F
corn. It's
that.
plastic.
That is literally the worst.
Well,
it is, and
it's
I
like
agree,
eating
and I
can-
admit it. But I'll eat some of it, and then I'm sick of it. And I won't even finish the bag.
It's like eating
You know.
candle wax. Yeah.
Easter, you used to eat the Easter bunnies.
Oh, chocolate Easter bunnies?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I would
Man,
just
so many
buy those.
people
But
with a Reese's peanut butter cup. on
yeah,
it.
Reese's
that's all
peanut
good.
butter cup is tough to beat,
Yeah.
man.
It-
Reese's peanut butter cups are tough to beat.
Well, they do make candy apple candy corn.
Oh, really?
That
It's
sounds even
caramel.
worse.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's
No,
yes,
No,
I'm
I
telling
like
you.
candy apple.
Oh, I like
I-
candy
I just
apples,
don't like-
but not candy corn.
I can't even deal with.
That's like candy corn is like saying carrot cake. Same thing.
No,
Dude, carrot cake is delicious.
No.
Yes,
It's
it is.
not.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
People tell him it's delicious. He thinks carrot and cake should not be together, but it is delicious.
Yeah.
It's like I love. Oh, sorry, no, I'm not gonna mention that to you guys. Zucchini bread. I like zucchini bread too. So.
Oh, I love zucchini bread.
Oh, I
If
thought,
it's made vegan,
I thought
I
you
would
guys
eat it.
were not zucchini anything.
Oh,
so.
no.
We
Okay.
don't love zucchini.
I
We
don't like
hate
hot
it either.
zucchini. I don't like hot zucchini.
Oh yeah, hot
anything.
zucchini is a little weird.
Just baked bread, zucchini bread. It's
Zucchini
hot.
bread is
It's
delicious.
hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, your favorite candy, Laura?
Something
Kevin.
chocolate. Although I like
A lot of chocolate.
chocolate. But I do love a Chico stick.
Loves Chico
What's a
stick.
Chico stick?
Dude, it
I
is
don't know
like
what it is.
it's
It's
a
like the
vegan.
inside of a Butterfinger, but just the inside.
Really?
And it comes in a stick,
Yeah.
Oh,
and they're vegan.
Butterfingers are
Dude,
pretty
yes.
good too.
So like accidentally vegan.
They're accidentally
I
vegan.
just thought about the chocolate
They
because
didn't
it's
start that
like,
way.
yeah, you're always looking when you see chocolate, you melt. So
Oh, you want to know another one? What's the peanut chews?
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
destroy some peanut.
Goldberg.
Peanut.
How about
chews.
the old turtles? They used to have the
I don't even know
turtles
what that
that
is.
they're like a
Yeah.
Caramel.
Oh, you
and
wanna know
caramel
what my
and
other favorite
chocolate
one
and
is?
peanuts.
Nuts.
The waxy like bottle caps, like the.
That's
I'm
like
just
candy
kidding.
corn.
No, they're terrible. It's literally the
I was
worst.
gonna
If there's
say,
a
what?
second worst
Right.
candy, it's that.
Yeah.
The
Seeking
waxy
Serenity says, Kevin, what's the greeting you guys exchange about the 73s?
It's a ham.
It's a ham thing?
Ham
Oh, it's a
radio.
nerd thing.
Yep.
That's a nerd.
okay, so trick question. What is my favorite candy? I guess yours.
Okay.
That's mine.
Your
Uh-oh.
favorite candy is cacahuates japoneses.
That's not
It's not a
candy.
It's not a candy?
That's a
Kind of,
snack.
sort of. It's
That's
a
a
snack.
snack.
False
Not
Chico
even
stick.
Then I don't know.
Nice try.
You don't eat candy. You don't like candy, really.
Good answer.
Yeah.
I really don't eat
You don't
candy.
eat
so
candy.
I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm a chips person.
I'm
If
not
you put
bringing
a
those.
bag
So-
of chips in front of me, I will go.
Oh,
So-
man, those
Nuts on that.
multigrain.
Oh, the chips, they're so
Dude,
good.
those are
Yeah.
good.
The multigrain
Yeah,
chips.
yeah,
are
they're
We
good as well.
just-
But
Almost destroyed a
He
whole
can,
bag.
in one sit down, finish one big bag from Costco.
Oh, I
of
could have
those
done
things,
it.
yeah.
We're like totally like.
and that's
grateful.
why when I buy a 2-pound bag of Twizzlers, I have to eat the whole thing myself because Lori won't eat it. I
It's
have
just-
to.
It tastes like plastic.
You
No,
they
no,
come
no.
In, they
That's-
come in 1-pound bags, you know.
What? Oh, they do? Oh, I didn't know that.
That's the other one I found out about people in the US and Canada. You're a Twizzlers or a Red Vines person too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's like-
Red
it's like
Vines are.
two different
That's not
kind of
licorice.
people.
No,
yeah.
it's not licorice.
See what I'm saying?
Baby Ruth. Yes.
Oh
Exploring
my God.
coast to
Oh,
coast.
so by the
Baby
way,
Ruth.
if people want to see it, Good Mythical Morning,
Yeah.
they just did the worst candy bar tournament.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and it ended up being
The zero
zero,
bar.
the zero bar.
Really?
I remember those.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Good
now-
Mythical Morning is a
You
great
good-
YouTube channel with two
good-
guys, and they do all kinds of crazy things.
It was between Charleston Chew and Zero one.
Now, there are some candy bars that they have in Canada that we can't get in the United
Aero
States.
bar.
Aero Bar is one that I used to love, and it's chocolate with air pockets in it.
That sounds terrible.
It was awesome.
It's
Pockets
very,
of
like,
air. Oh,
Apparently
fluffy.
it's cheap
the-
to make.
And you put it in your mouth and it
chocolate
just
is-
melts in your mouth.
It's basically a way to rip
It's-
you off for half of the chocolate because then they can fill it with air
Another
pockets.
pre-vegan one, Star Crunch.
I don't know that.
That's
Oh,
like
no,
the
that
little
one.
Debbie. It came in a white box and it was like chocolate and like Rice Krispies and goo mixed
Oh.
together. It was like a cookie in the cookie shape, and they were individual plastic bags.
Oh,
my
wow.
God,
And
those
the,
things
the
were-
other one, Tom and
Ah.
Faye, I don't know if you guys have ever had a Mr. Big. Mr. Bigs were awesome too.
I
Sold those
forgot.
down here.
Did they have them?
Yeah.
Oh,
I do not like chocolate or candies or any of that kind of stuff, but there's one that if I see one, if you bring me a packet of it, I will eat them. The Ferrero Rocher, the little
Ferraro
balls,
Rocher. Yeah.
I will
Whatever those
eat
are called. The
those.
Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
Ferrero
Rocher.
Rocher,
Ferrero
yeah.
Ferrero Rochers. The
Those-
little chocolate ball
Yeah.
with
The
stuff in
Brett
them. Yeah.
Favre.
I like
Right.
those.
Oh, you want to know something? Lemon heads.
Man, you're coming up with a ton of them for
Lemon heads.
Yes, so good.
They're
So-
not bad.
Tom and Faye says, Laura, what about candy floss? So down here, it's not known as candy floss. It is cotton candy.
Oh,
So I say candy floss, and Lori's like,
I-
what the hell is
I
that?
learned I'm going to how to say it, like where there was a rides and
The
everything,
Dorchester Fair, the
fair
little county
in
fair.
Canada. I would say candy floss, and it's like, what does that mean by that? It's
Yeah.
like,
Cotton candy? You like cotton candy? I love cotton candy.
sugar.
Yeah,
literally
it's just-
sugar.
It's just a
We
ball of
just
sugar.
had
and
It's
you're
kind
one.
of like
like,
candy
"Oh."
corn.
Yeah, we just had it somewhere.
one, a Dr. Pepper
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
cotton candy.
Candy floss,
It was
Dr. Pepper.
ridiculously sweet.
Oh my God, it was so
It's a
sweet.
waste of calories.
It
They're
was
saying a
just
rally bar. is what you're
That's the
describing.
other one.
rally bar.
A Three Musketeer. They were awesome.
Three
Yeah.
Musketeers were delicious.
Coffee Crisp were awesome. You would have
Coffee
liked those
Crisp,
because they're
aye.
a coffee flavored, like a hint of a coffee flavored
Canadian candy?
chocolate bar.
Yes.
It's a
I've
chocolate
never
bar
heard of
Yes.
that.
called Coffee Crisp. Yes.
Oh, what about Werther's Originals?
Werther's?
Ooh.
I don't like
Those are
that.
pretty good.
No, I don't like those ones.
And their
I
popcorn.
think that's old people candy.
Yeah, it's
You're gonna
Old
like
people
them here
candy.
pretty soon.
pretty
Oh.
soon. Pretty soon, I'm gonna like them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got 'em- they got
I get
'em at,
pretty
Epcot.
soon.
They got a whole big thing of it in Epcot.
Somebody said a rally bar.
That's what you described
What rally bar?
The air inside.
with the air inside.
Really?
Oh.
Maybe that's the U.S. version.
Maybe that is a U.S.
That.
version.
Oh, and now I have a theory on why I don't like sweets. Candies in Mexico, they're all chili lime. They're all spicy.
Yeah.
Steven
We were-
Yuff says Aero chocolates are female chocolates, no nuts, all holes. Sorry for the off-color joke. Too late. Now it's
That's
posted
funny.
on Facebook.
That's right.
It's pretty
Already
funny.
wondering where there's gives you the runs.
Okay, but you didn't let me finish.
you know,
All
sorry.
candies in Mexico are chili lime. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I love them. Paul hates them.
Oh, they're just.
And there was one Christmas where we have a lot of foreigners in our house. It's like my sister brought boyfriend, Paul was there, Sean was there, and all stuff. And they fill up the piñata, and then they were all together doing like candy tasting, and they're all making faces. Every time they would try one, it was like just like
Oh, it
faces.
was just disgusting. Kim Troxel says she's never heard it called candy floss. That's a Canadian thing, I think. Yeah, it's candy floss up there. I didn't know what cotton candy was when I came down here.
I don't know.
Candy floss doesn't even like make sense. Cotton candy does because it's a big fluff ball.
Well, but it's like floss,
How do you get it
floss,
between your
stringy
teeth?
flosses, and you like,
Yeah, and you can like
and you can't floss your teeth with it because,
yeah, it disappears.
but it gets in your teeth.
Yeah, it definitely does in your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Werther's gives you the runs. Really? Is that from experience? I'm assuming that's
Maybe
Tom.
that's why
Assuming.
why older people use it to help them go to the bathroom.
There you go. Werther's, the new
X-Lax.
Yeah, it's
X-Lax.
better than prunes.
Better than prunes,
Tastes
better than
better.
X-Lax.
That's what they're just gonna call it. Better than prunes. Werther's Originals. That's gonna be their new tagline. Werther's
Better-
Originals.
Better than prunes.
Better trademark that before they.
Yeah,
They're gonna use that. George says chunky.
Oh, chunky.
Yeah, they
no,
weren't
that was
bad.
one of the ones that
Has
was.
raisins in it. That
And
ain't
Mark
right.
does-
Oh
one
no,
that-
raisins and
I
chocolate.
think it made it
No,
into the top 5 of worst
Isn't that a
candy
marshmallow
bars.
in it?
really,
It
Yeah,
has all kinds of crap.
yeah.
Yeah.
really.
Nuts
Yeah.
and
Marshmallows in a chocolate bar?
Dude,
Oh, it was like a big one too, as I remember. If I'm if it's
Oh,
the same one
no.
I'm
square.
thinking
It's like
of.
a
Yeah.
a square.
This is awesome. We're getting to learn a whole lot of things
Is
about
that Laura
candy.
next to Kevin? Yes,
No.
it is.
No,
See your-
Well,
No.
that's Lorena.
You
That's
look like
Laura.
a blur because the picture is not good quality.
Yes.
Like we all
that's what
look
they're
like
saying. They
that.
can't
Okay,
tell with the
okay.
fuzzy picture. So yes, that is Laura. She's still around.
I look better in the fuzzy picture, so I'm good with it.
Yes.
What about
Yeah,
mid-
Chuck probably has hair right now because it's
Yeah,
fuzzy. So he
jeez.
looks. Are they delivering? This would be awesome if the pizza guy pulled up on the beach to hand it over the wall. That would be hilarious. Toblerone.
Or if
No,
it was,
I
Toblerone.
I don't think I've ever had those.
There's a lot of stuff.
Ooh,
I've seen them. They usually use those in movies to knock over,
I
like in a
love-
store, because they
It's a
can stack them.
love-hate thing because I have when I was still working in Mexico, one of my bosses, American, he had just been on a trip and somebody gave him one of those at the airport, right? They're very famous at the airport.
Yeah.
He gave it one to me, and at the beginning it's like, this sucks. This sucks. Second try, third try, this sucks. I finished the whole thing, and I like it at the end.
It's
So
like solid chocolate.
it kind of grows on you. There's a crunchy thing inside. I don't know what's the crunchy thing.
It's solid
inside,
chocolate with
but-
nuts in it.
Well,
Oh, I might
no,
like
it's more
that.
like Rice
La
Krispies.
cucarachas.
Rice
No,
Krispies.
it's like Rice Krispies. or
Really?
something.
I would like that.
No, it
But
was
it's
like
not nuts.
caramel. It was like a caramel
Caramel?
something. If you guys know what it is inside, let us know. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was like hard.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Yeah,
chewy.
Every
it's like the
airport-
chocolate you're supposed to eat.
Every
with your
airport
Every
has
finger
airport
out.
in the world has it.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. So, like, I always remember in the airports when there's a chase scene through an airport, they knock
Toffee.
over a Toblerone stack or something. Eric Jones says Rocky Road, like ice cream, or is there an actual chocolate bar called
that's
Rocky
the one
Road?
that had the marshmallow in it. It was like called Rocky Road, and it was like a square, and it had marshmallow in it, and some kind of chocolate on the outside, and Rice Krispies or something.
Well, I guess that's a s'more. So you could make s'mores with that
Sort
just
of.
by putting a cracker around it and heating it up.
I guess.
Wonder Bar, yes, those were awesome.
Costco's Lacey cookies.
I don't know
Never
which
had
ones
one.
are those.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
I do love some Oreos though.
Oh, the Costco. here
Tom,
in
that's from
Mexico-
Tom. Costco's Lacey's cookies are the heroine of cookies.
Costco in Mexico has a choco flan, so it's like a cake. The top half is flan, the top bottom is chocolate cake. It's just so good, and I cannot get one because it's this big.
Mark-
It's not-
George says the Toblerone has toffee inside.
Well, maybe that's what the crunchy is.
It's a
That's
crunch.
top.
Yeah, it's a crunchy something. Yes.
Hey Tom, are Lacey cookies vegan? Are Lacey's vegan?
Heroin of cookies. I don't know.
Do they advertise that way?
Yeah, they advertise. We have heroin in our cookie. Oh, not heroin in the cookies. The heroin of cookies. Kevin Berry, curly whirlies, chewy caramel and chocolate. Never heard of those ones.
I think
Curly whirly.
That's what you don't want to find in your bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think the biggest question
There you
is
go.
like, how many people
Curly
have a
whirly.
sweet tooth or a
Still
salty
whirling.
tooth? Because not everybody likes sweets. Like I don't. Just like so. I'm sure some
I
people
said
are more
before,
into
I was
chips.
Sweet or salty? Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't like sweets that much either. I'm more salty.
See,
Yeah.
I like them together.
that's why the
Sweet
Well,
and salty
yeah.
together. Man.
the cacahuates japoneses has a crunch to
Right.
it. I like it. Chips, I like
I don't
it.
think
And-
I have anything sweet. I might have some fruit in there, but other than that, anything that I've got as a snack is salty.
Kim
Ooh.
Troxel on Facebook says Mallow cups. They were like Reese's, but with marshmallow center.
Yeah, I remember those.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Mark Oliver, bonus question. How did U.S. candy bars such as Baby Ruth and Ho Henry get their names?
Ho Henry. You mean O Henry?
Oh, Henry.
That's a figure issue though.
Baby Ruth because of Teddy Roosevelt's daughter,
I don't know.
Baby Ruth? I don't know.
I think.
And who's Ho Henry?
Real- O Henry?
I mean, O
That's
Henry.
so that was
Henry
a
Ford.
lady making chocolate, and that was what the thing she always said to her husband.
He snuck
and
up
so-
behind her.
She would go, "Oh, Henry," and so then she made those chocolate bars.
No?
PG-13.
She was
Paul.
like, "Oh, Henry."
It's a good thing you couldn't see that.
Good thing we're pixelated.
my goodness.
So Mark, I guess you're gonna have to fill us in. We don't do that.
Yeah.
The only way I knew Baby Ruth, it was in the movie Caddyshack. That's the first time I knew about Baby Ruth, and it's like
in the pool.
Caddyshack.
In the
that's
pool.
right.
I know it's like I was
You-
like I have to go and
somebody
buy
didn't wanna
one.
try one?
Well, I had to buy one just to see it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
it was
it's
in
very
Goonies as
close.
well.
Yeah.
Baby
Really?
Ruth?
Oh yeah, it's
Baby
true.
Ruth.
I think it was in.
So you're gonna have to fill us in on that,
Tamarind,
Mark,
too.
and we're gonna continue. Kevin Berry, what's the consensus on tamarind-based cansies? That's you, right?
What?
Tamarind.
I mean, I
Tamarind
like
based.
I don't think
I
I've
love
ever had
them.
tamarind
Of
candy.
course, you love
See,
them
I love
because they're
them.
weird.
No, because they're good.
Milky Way, of course, that's an old classic.
Home runs hit in the World Series.
What?
They were named after
Babe
I
Ruth.
guess- Babe Ruth. Well, what the hell is O. Henry?
Baby Ruth,
Oh,
I don't
Henry
think
hit
so.
a long one.
Henry Aaron, Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron. Okay.
Hammer and
No
Hank.
way. Is it named after Hank Aaron?
Hammer and Hank.
Similar to Babe Ruth.
There's some people that are sweet and salty.
Seeking serenity. Duty. Some
That's
Caddyshack
right.
stuff.
Caddyshack. Crispy Crunch were good. Kit Kat
Kat's
was one of my
delicious.
favorite.
That's
Oh,
another
That
one.
was one of my
daughters love
favorites.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, they were
They're
good.
See, I wish a lot of these
Break
were
me off a
vegan
piece of
because
that
now they
Kit
make,
Kat
like,
bar.
you get a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's like this big, and you can get the Kit Kats that are like this big. I'm like,
You
just-
really want one?
I
Is
would
the
do
question.
it. I would do it.
You go to Las Vegas, the Hershey's Las Vegas store, and they have the huge sizes of everything. It's like,
Yeah.
who will buy this? Well, now I know.
I'd
You go-
try it.
If you go to Hershey's, Pennsylvania, I've been through their tour there, and they have every candy in the world, and they have huge ones.
We missed it. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
have liked to.
Yeah,
do
O.
that
Henry
tour.
is for Hank Aaron.
Yeah, there we go. I did not know that.
Are there any other ones?
Brenda said she saw a history of candy bars years ago. That would be a fun history lesson.
Or I'm sure you can.
But what I
Google
would
it.
do is I'd have to find out all the ones that are in there, and then I would just line them all up. And as they talk about them, then we could eat one. Kind of like a drinking game, but with chocolate.
Well, we need to get a lot of chocolate bar. But see, the thing is that it has to be. We have different kinds.
Jelly Bellies, Jelly
Yeah.
Belly Factory.
Yeah,
That's a
Jelly
good
Bellies.
tour.
That's supposed to be a
I
good tour. We
never-
never did it when we were up there. I was up
People
near
rave-
Washington, right?
People rave about the tour, but I've
think
tried
this is
the
the
jelly
pizza.
beans, and I have never gone the whole jelly bean craze. Like people go crazy about jelly beans.
So
I never got it.
The best ones are the nasty jelly beans.
Oh,
My
like
my
the-
grandkids love the. What are they called?
Oh, I had one.
Allie, I don't
was
know if
just
you
with
guys are
them.
still
I
on.
was
What do you
just
call
with them.
those? Or Allie and John still on? What do you call those nasty jelly
Favorite
beans?
Jelly Bean flavor. Jelly Belly flavor. Buttered popcorn is pretty
I
good.
had the dish soap
Burnt
one.
popcorn?
Buttered popcorn.
Oh, I was like, people make burnt
corn.
buttercorn.
So anyway, Ryan had one, gave me one, and I had the dish soap one, and it was just so disgusting because you can get a color and it can be a good flavor or it can be a bad flavor. I got the bad flavor.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Are you guys planning a quartzsite get together? Yes, we will be doing something.
Definitely, if you're gonna be in the courtside area, we're gonna be there towards the second weekend because usually it opens 10 days.
Yeah,
and
we'll be there the
start-
last 4 of the 10.
Yes, we're gonna be on the last weekend there. So if you're gonna be around there, let us know, or we're gonna post something. Just like pay attention to the website or Facebook or whatever, and we will get together definitely. And we usually do a fire. And have fun.
We should do a fire tonight. It's cool. It's cooler.
I was gonna say, is this a reader? I mean, a viewer come to watch?
No, I don't think so.
We could
No,
use,
they were here
we could
this
use
morning.
Gecko's ring over there.
Whatchamacallit bar.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad, right? I don't remember everything that's in it, but
What
I
do you
remember
call it?
the whatchamacallit. Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you call it? What do you call it?
So many candies I didn't know. they
Harry
existed.
Potter Jelly Bellies. No, there are those. I didn't know that.
Oh, there's all kinds of Harry Potter candies. If you go to Universal.
Steven says Thrills chewing gum. Oh, I remember that stuff. It was, he said, like soap. It was like soap, kind of, sort of.
Big League Chew.
What's good about
Big
that?
League Chew. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Now, chewing gum, I'm all up for it because I'm one of those people that have to be always chewing on something. So instead of chewing on food all the time, it's like I try to just put gum in my mouth.
Lance from Canada's in the house. How are you guys? We're good, Lance. How are you doing up here? Yes, the picture is pixelated. We are on bad internet down here. So hopefully you can hear us, even though you can't see Lori's pretty face and Kevin's pretty face and Chuck's pretty face.
Oh, hopefully our pizza gets here soon because we're hungry.
Oh, Don Troxel, I love me some Smarties. Absolutely. They were awesome.
You like those?
Smarties, yeah.
That's like good and plenty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Good and Plenty is licorice. It's goofy ass licorice. Smarties are like, they're Smarties. They're sugar pills.
You also like those peanuts, all sugar candy. I don't know how they're called.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Circus peanuts or
Oh, they're just amazing.
they're
Circus
pure
peanuts.
sugar. They're
It's
pure
a
sugar.
yellow-
my
yellow mound of
way.
pure
Get
sugar.
out of
Giving me
here.
They're
shit
so
about-
good.
That is
About candy
disgusting.
corn? Come on.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
might as
so
well just
good.
eat
That
styrofoam.
soft
I suppose
sugar
you
just
like Peeps.
melting in your
I
mouth.
suppose you eat Peeps too. Right?
No, Peeps are disgusting.
Oh, but the circus peanuts are good.
Yeah. I like them
love
just a little bit stale. So they're not like super soft. I want them to be a little bit stale. So that's awesome.
No counting for
Boondocking with
taste.
Boomer, man, got a bunch of questions.
Boondocking with Boomer. He's a late shower. We're here in Los Barrilas. For those of you who are late, Los Barrilas. That's Chuck. That's Kevin. This is Lorena, and Laura was over there. And we are on the beach here in Los Barrilas.
The pixelated part
And-
behind us. That's
yeah,
the
that
beach.
you
That's
can't
the
see it.
ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, that pixelated thing behind us that looks kind of bluish gray.
Everybody right now.
Like there's
right
there's
now-
a let me see here. Right here, there's like this part right here. That's beach, and then this is like sky.
And right now, everybody's coming
This way.
out
This
in
way.
beautiful weather and bringing their dogs out to walk
Yes.
around. And
So
hang
you'll see
out.
people
So,
walking
yes.
behind us. We are actually at North Beach here in Los Barrilas. There is North Beach, and then there's
South Beach,
Middle
Middle
Beach,
Beach,
and
and
there's
then
South Beach.
Oh my god!
Kind of like Middle Earth, but Middle Beach.
But we're actually on the south north.
We're on the south of
north.
North Beach. Yes,
And the
right.
beach in front of us is east.
Right.
Which one is
So-
the North Beach?
And the beach is kind of east of us.
Yeah.
We're west
So
of the
how's
beach.
that? You got-
Yes. Did you guys get that? That's where we
So
are.
confusing.
Yeah.
And
So
the temperature
confusing.
is t-shirt.
Yes, the t-shirt. It's t-shirt temp right now, which is probably at this point
T-shirt,
high
no sweat.
70s.
Yeah.
High 70s.
High
Cool
T-shirt,
out.
no sweat.
It's that great temperature where all is right with the world. Skittles and Starburst, definitely. I will eat packages and packages and packages.
That's
of that stuff.
usually a staple in our household
Yep.
for Paul. Yeah.
Skittles, delicious.
Now, Chuck Bradford, you got to remember, Chuck is a little older than most of us, but he says,
Uh-oh.
remember nickels. You remember? You mean the coin? Yeah, of course. No, I don't know.
I still use
them.
them.
It was a candy that came in a roll.
Nickels.
They were like chocolate and a couple of flavors. I remember.
Kind of like a Rolo.
No, they were real thin. It was
Rolos
like a
are
real-
good.
Dude,
Rolos are
Rolos.
great.
That's another. I
Yeah.
missed
Yeah,
that.
but
So
one.
nickels were good.
Nickels were like a hard candy pressed thing that were real narrow, but about this big, and you got a roll of like this many.
So
That
you
sounds
guys
like
that were-
depression candy.
Well, yeah,
That
with the
was-
guys that were teenagers in the 30s. Then they were definitely. That's when the nickels came in. We love you, Chuck. You know that. Oh, it's Chuck and Chuck. Chuck.
Hey, what's up?
Hey guys, what's happening?
Petey.
Petey, come
Have a
here.
good night, Endeavors.
We-
Mr. Robato's in the house. Circus peanuts. Yeah, I love them, dude.
Oh, that's the one that
Yeah,
we were
that's the one
talking
I
about
Man,
earlier.
this is going downhill fast.
Yeah, we
I can't handle this.
degenerated.
Nico wafers. We're on.
Those
Dude,
are kind of like
Candy
nickels.
cigarettes. Yeah.
Oh my God, they were the
Uh,
best.
See,
Yes.
that's a
The
lie.
best.
Not because of the flavor, because I like to be when I
Just
get a cigarette.
sitting there.
Delicious.
Fun Dip was badass back in the day too.
Pop rocks.
Pop Rocks were good.
Pop rocks.
All of these
Oh,
things.
We have chocolate with Pop Rocks in
Pop Rocks. I was thinking about them so much today because we were snorkeling.
Oh,
when you're
we have
underwater,
got to go into
Yeah.
Cabo San
Yeah.
Lucas.
Pop Rocks.
We've got to go into
I
Cabo
don't
San
know what
Lucas
it
and find a
is.
candy store now.
It won't be the same.
No,
Yeah, it's not gonna
be
Yeah.
the
Candy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all Mexican candies or your spicy.
everything's gonna be lime
chili
and
lime
chili
candy,
lime
so,
stuff
yeah.
and like, yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
But anyway, today when we're snorkeling underwater, it just sounds like Pop Rocks for some reason.
Yeah. It's all the
it's
shells
the-
and the rocks.
The fish
Whoa.
chewing on the shells and crunching them up and making new
I
sand.
somehow put Tom in timeout. Sorry,
You put
buddy. I
Tom
don't
in
know how to do
timeout?
Oh, poor Tom.
Can you bring him back from timeout?
that. No.
Oh, you
Going-
can't.
I
Going
don't
like,
see how
why
to
don't
do
they
it.
answer my questions?
Not Nico wafers, Necco wafers,
Yeah,
right?
but those
Necco.
are like nickels. Those were very similar to the nickels.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
Mentos.
Oh.
Delicious.
Oh, Mentos, yes.
See,
and they make a great science
I don't
experiment.
think that's a candy though.
Mentos?
It's
Mentos
meant.
is totally
It's just
candy.
meant to.
It's
for
not a
bread,
mint.
isn't it?
No, they're meant to be open the pack and eat the entire thing.
Yeah, because some of them were
They're-
like
yeah.
citrusy.
Because what's the other one you said? Bread.
Sprees? No.
Like-
oh, spree.
No, there's the one that is just like makes your like bread better, but you can just chew on those, like just crack
Tic
them
Tacs?
and chew
Tic
them.
Tacs.
Yeah, you're talking about Tic Tacs.
No,
Yeah.
What's the
it's the
little
round
ones?
ones. It comes in a rolled around and
Yeah, comes in rolling around. They're tiny, like little
and
ones.
just like
You used to get them at Halloween.
Sweet tarts.
Yeah, but they were small, real small.
Smarties.
Smarties.
No,
No.
no.
Okay. I don't know. Somebody help us out here. They're trying to think.
Sweet tarts. Maybe.
Sweet tarts.
Somebody said sweet tarts.
Somebody said sweet tarts. Yeah, rubs the roof of your mouth raw. I agree, but they're still
Red
delicious.
Wax lips, terrible, Karen. Good
Yeah,
idea.
Karen.
What
You
about
don't like red wax lips.
what
You're just
about-
saying that that's an old candy. Is that what you're saying?
hot tamales?
Nobody liked that.
Hot tamales.
Hot tamales.
Yeah. Those.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, no, I was never a hot candy person.
No.
No.
Cinnamon.
I know you
No.
like your salsa spicy.
Tom
See?
just texted me, what the F?
Yeah, see,
I
Don.
don't even know how I did it.
Don't piss
So
him off.
Don says Mentos and a liter of soda. I wonder if you drank a liter of soda and then ate a Mentos.
Oh, your
But
stomach-
what
If you would
Oh.
throw up.
Probably yes.
I wonder if you'd throw it up like
You
spew
probably
it.
have
Shoot it
diarrhea.
out your butt.
Diarrhea. Oh,
we
that would
didn't
be
bought the
crazy.
health insurance here, so please don't do it. Just to test
Atomic
that.
Fireball's
No.
delicious.
No.
Yeah.
Swedish red fish, delicious.
Everybody's going to be going out tomorrow to a candy store. You watch everybody.
Halloween.
Dude, well, hey,
It's Halloween.
Oh, and
I
everybody's
bought
got-
all the Hershey stock today. So.
Did you?
I think it's Halloween topic candies.
Yes.
It's
Shout out
like
the
caps.
Hershey shot
Chuck.
last
Chuck's
year.
got another weird one.
Those are
Swedish
bad.
Yeah,
Swedish
Oh, did
fish.
Did you already pay this?
no,
Well, what are we going to owe this guy?
dude, just sit down.
Well, no,
We'll take care of it.
no. I was gonna say
Hey.
we pitch in later.
All right, we'll pitch in later. All right, our pizza's here, but we're hanging out. We got another few minutes yet. What do we got? Oh, we've got 2 more minutes.
Oh,
Two
no,
more
let's
minutes, and
eat
then it's pizza time. You guys, as always,
Peanut
absolutely
butter
amazing.
Pizza time. Peanut butter pizza time.
Peanut butter pizza. Wow.
Peanut butter pizza. Atomic fireballs. Those are the one of
Yeah,
some of the
those are good.
bottle caps.
I like
Yeah, I
Fireballs.
used to do the bottle caps things were kind of cool. Those were awesome.
We were talking about that earlier.
Lori Buchanan, gobstoppers and jawbreakers. Absolutely. They used to make those giant ones that you had to like
the chewing gum thing that you
No,
get on
you
the
licked it. It
machine?
was like
Like
this
a
big
jawbreaker.
ball of
Oh,
Jawbreaker.
sugar, and you just licked it. It was,
I did not know
of
that.
course, in this day and age, you would share it with a friend. Hey, man, want some of mine? Like, and you'd lick it, and they'll like hand it around. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do that nowadays.
You want to get some COVID?
Yeah, COVID. No. So, anyways, thank you guys for getting us all wired on candy stuff, and now we're gonna have to go buy some. And I hope you guys are having a safe and happy Halloween wherever it is that you are in the world. And thank you for joining us for last Saturday live, as usual. You guys are absolutely freaking amazing.
Yes.
And
thank you so much.
yeah, I'm hungry now too.
And it's
so
just like, so sorry the picture is bad,
Yeah.
but nothing we can do about it in this place. And we're in Mexico, enjoy Mexico. So,
I was gonna try and switch over in the middle of it, and then I was like, no, I better not
yeah,
do
we
that.
might
Yeah,
drop
mess
the
you
call.
up.
And once you drop the hangout in YouTube, you cannot retake it. So yeah, that's a big gamble.
Yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in and just hanging out with us. And now it's getting dark too, so it's time to go because we're gonna disappear very soon.
Yep.
And I think that's it. That
And-
next live is gonna be from Mexico as well. So we're gonna try
Yes,
to
the next live
We
will be
probably
here.
right
So maybe
here.
we'll go somewhere.
maybe we go to a restaurant where they have good Wi-Fi and
Yeah.
just like hook into
That's
their
what we'll do.
Wi-Fi.
Maybe Gecko will be open. by then.
Maybe
We can do
maybe
it
Gecko
there.
will be open, and we can go to
Yeah.
Gecko, or we'll find somewhere that we can go inside, and they'll allow us to use their Wi-Fi so that we can be a little bit big.
Broadcast better,
Yeah,
right? We
sweet.
might be loud and and you might have to broadcast from
Yeah.
your cell phone, but
We know you guys
it
only
is
want
what
to
it
see
is.
Lori and Laura, but that's okay. I'm good with that.
Aw.
Pizza is almost here. Let me see. Should we wait for him to bring the
I think
pizza
he's
over,
having
and
a
then
piece right now.
Oh,
before he
we're
gets
never gonna see the pizza.
He already
We're,
opened the
we're gonna
box.
wait. We're gonna wait for Kevin to get
It's
here with the
going the other
pizza.
way.
He's
and
heading
then-
to the beach.
and then
He's
we're
heading
gonna-
to the beach. Somebody get
Quick,
him.
somebody grab him. All right, here he comes. And this is why you gotta love Los Barrilas. We literally just had pizza delivered to us at the beach.
On the beach.
Well, Domino's are the same thing in the U.S.
Domino's will deliver to the beach.
I think now you can get delivered anywhere.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good pizzas.
Okay, guys, I'm starving. Gotta go. Love you all.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye, you
Talk
guys.
to you guys later.
Sorry,
Happy
Tom.
Halloween.